Let's rock, baby.
Hey, this is Timmara signing on with Devil May Cry. And it's not the first time I've played this game on the channel, or really talked about it. Okay, so we got Devil May Cry, released in 2001 on the original, on the original PlayStation 2, as if that isn't redundant. But yeah, Devil May Cry, hack and slash game that helped popularize kind of like the, you know, hack and slash gameplay that things like God of War and eventually some of the series creators on this, Bayonetta, would do, and just like popularized a lot of methods. So I suppose we can just dive right into it, because this isn't the first time I've played this game on the channel, and I've been meaning to. This is actually not the first time I've tried to replay the game on the channel. I was quite a ways in on a new playthrough. Then I looked around and saw that my cat had stepped on the space bar on my computer, or on my keyboard, pausing the video, so I lost a bunch of footage. But regardless, we'll just start a new game and we'll get into it. I've got an interesting, like, history with Devil May Cry. And there's a lot of interesting history about Devil May Cry, but we'll get into it.
The underworld. But somebody from the underworld woke up to justice and stood up against this legion alone. His name was Sparta. Later, he quietly
my phone's beeping,
reigned
sorry.
in the world and continued to preserve harmony until his death. He became a legend. The legendary Dark Knight, Sparta.
Sorry, we're getting into it. A little bit of a preamble, but once we get into the action is pretty consistent.
Devil May Cry. Sorry, we closed at 9. Again, no password. I can't seem to get any real business. Whoa, slow down, babe.
I just paid for that new door.
Well, what do we have?
Do you know how often this place gets dinged up?
Charles? It's in the back.
So, you must be the handyman who'll take any dirty job. Am I correct?
Almost. I only take special jobs, if you know what I mean.
I'm just imagining, what if this was just a woman who, like, accidentally crashed through the door, and he pulls out his sword, and is like, whoa, 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 what is this?
Well, the way I figure it, in this business a lot of your kind comes around. And if I kill each one that comes, eventually I should hit the jackpot sooner or later.
In that case, you should be used.
I was gonna say, so that one phrase is why jackpot became, like, a reoccurring, like, you know, catchphrase in the latter games. Anyways. Well, that was a short game. Anyways, Devil May Cry. This really changed the landscaping of action games.
Sword. Time to go to work, guys. Even as a child, I had powers. There's demonic blood in me.
I was gonna say, I saw the typo. There's a demonic blood in me.
You were the first one to know about my vengeance. Looks like I'm getting closer.
It seems that way, but I'm not your enemy. My name is Trish.
Well, then why'd you break into my freaking building?
To put an end to the underworld.
What?
I didn't realize she looked like my mom until I saw her eyes. Not that her hair and face, could tip me off to it.
Mundus, the Emperor of the Underworld, resurrected.
Mundus.
Yes. His powers were sealed by Sparta. He's attempting attempting to gain control of the human world once again. He has been preparing to open the gate on Malay Island.
Alright, we're getting front-loaded with a lot of stuff, but yeah, we are the demonic demon son of a powerful demon, and now his arch-rival is kind of coming back to, you know, cause problems.
Come on, let's go.
You know, there's a perfectly good walkway right here. Alright, and so we're into it. So yeah, Devil May Cry, and you know, there's so many, like, fascinating fun facts about its development. Yellow Orb, sacred stone that brings back life after death. Where, in the past, many people visited this island, and this statue has seen many head toward their deaths. Death. Blech. But, you know, so much fascinating history about this game, specifically because this was originally going to be Resident Evil 4. And it's just, I'm trying to remember. Because, yeah, instead of Dante, or instead of Leon, really, there was a guy named Tony, and who, like, traveled to an island to try and find out what was up with his seemingly indestructible body. Curse of the Bloody Puppets. People like heads at Capcom thought it was like, this is a bit too much action, so you know what, why don't we change this up a little bit? So then, yeah, this branched off to becoming its own franchise. Actually very based on Onimusha, which I think Onimusha came out before this, right? I'm so excited for, like, another, more Onimusha. Like, I played the Switch release of, what was it, Onimusha Warlords? And it's like, that was awesome. But I think that was, like, Devil May Cry before Devil May Cry became a thing. But so, that's kind of what this is. Yeah, red orbs. You know what, we'll make this quick for the sake of time, because I've learned some tricks. There we go. Oh, get that. Where is that orb at? Okay, there we go, got it. Okay, because we need to collect so many orbs and then move on, but we can do this quick. You use 45 red orbs. Because, yeah, red orbs are upgrade material, but we can also use them to open doors to make progress. Now, I'm trying to keep a good pace here because this game kind of rewards that. I can see the castle's garden from the window. But yeah, you can definitely see the roots of how this was originally going to be Resident Evil, because we're basically in Spencer's castle. And so you can interact with, like curios and items in the environment. It's a puppet that resembles the residents of this castle. And stuff like that. And so, you know, it's like, it fills out, like, this area, kind of like making it, despite it being, like, a giant freaking castle full of traps and such, it makes it very lived in and detailed, kind of like Spencer's Mansion in Resident Evil 1. I've become a big RE fan since the 2 remake, and yeah, that very first remake of Resident Evil 1 is really good. Rusty Key. And so, last time I played Devil May Cry, well, hold on. Because, yeah, I got a storied history with this one specifically. Because Devil May Cry has always been, like, a series I've been hit and miss on. And in ways I think would be controversial to, like, Devil May Cry fans. And have been. Whoop, that was close. I'm trying to do, like, certain tricks I've learned about. Am I doing the slash cancel right? Okay, anyways. Because, yeah, I got into Devil May Cry from the original... Whoops. Because I got into Devil May Cry from the original, like, HD re-release on Xbox 360. Because my friend picked it up, he got it recommended to him by another friend of ours. And, yeah, got really into the series. And so I borrowed it, was, like, enjoying it. But, like, I always, like, had misgivings about the games. I don't know. Even though, like... I don't know. I've always had, like, this weird relationship with Devil May Cry. Part of it is immaturity on my part. Some of it is just, like, awkwardness that this series has never really been good about. but we'll get into that as we go. And there's stuff I remember from this first level, because I've been meaning to replay this, so I've just been replaying that on my own, and then I've been checking out other stuff. I think I missed a blue orb somewhere. Oh, well, let's find out. Yeah, I'm trying to do some tricks. Because, yeah, I've had an itch to come back to Devil May Cry and reevaluate it, because, yes, the Netflix show is why I'm here right now, because although I haven't finished yet, I'll admit, I think it's pretty good. I understand people's, like, gripes with it, though. Like, it is very different, very weird. It's got some inconsistencies, and, you know, the showrunner, Adi Shankar, is kind of, like, proving himself to be, like, a real right-wing weirdo, which sucks, because I love the Castlevania anime. But, anyways. So, yeah, it's not like I don't understand, like, Devil May Cry fans' misgivings with, like, kind of Devil May Cry's, like, inconsistent, like, run of different, like, remakes and adaptations of the series. Although a lot of those, like, adaptations I like a lot. Even now, like, you know, they hold up for me. Whoops. Stop spreading out. I mean, that was cool. Okay, green orb. But anyways, so yeah, like, so I played all the Devil May Cry games, and I've got controversial opinions about the ones I like the most. Ah, damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, I'm not doing great. That's the thing. I've also never really been good at these games. But, like, I try my best, although, like, and I've tried to learn some new tips as well. Like, recently I've been watching a lot of videos by, the likes of Devil Never Cry and, Waifu Runs to learn some tips and tricks about the games. Not that I'm B again, I always get B on this freaking mission. Yeah, save, because it's one of those games where, yeah, I was playing, like, new games, and I've started this before. But I've tried to learn some tricks from the likes of Waifu Runs, who talks about, like, speedrunning tricks, and mainly what you can do with those to, like, yeah, and just mainly, like, showing you, like, tips and tricks about, like, what you can do or different gameplay mechanics you can use. I remember this here. Okay, yeah. Enough blue fragments to make a blue orb, increase my health a little bit. And I've played, out of all of them, well, no. Definitely the Devil May Cry games I've played the most are, you know, the remake, or the reboot, and Devil May Cry 4, my personal favorites in the series. And I know that is like, you know, I have opinions like that piss people off, but otherwise, like, Devil May Cry 1 was still, like, one of my favorites in the series, because, especially now, I can really appreciate, like, the Resident Evil roots that I really like. I kind of messed up my combo there, but we'll move on here. Again, I'm going all over the place. There's a sculpture of a female in agony with a sword pierced through her chest. Wait, I can hear a voice. I am Alastor. The weak shall give their heart and swear their eternal loyalty to me. Oh dear. And that's Devil May Cry. For being such a short game, it's really had a lasting impact on the... You know, it's Capcom. I suppose doing the Vega, like, you know, lift yourself up just by the strength of your legs. Added bonus of having a sword go through him. Damn, that kinda tickled. But here we go. Now we got a real weapon. I have the power! I couldn't commit to the whole thing. Alright, Alistor gives the Possessor lightning speed and aerial capabilities. Now, I'm trying to remember where we gotta go, because yeah, those puppets I think keep respawning, but we got stuff to do. So yeah, now we got a new proper sword, and yeah. Alright, because we got the Force Edge, a memento of Dante's father, Sparta, but it's kind of useless to us right now. At least with this, we got other capabilities. Because then we also got our... A Grim Reaper, like devil... A Grim Reaper like devil is depicted. A key is embedded. Should I take it? Rusty key. So, you know, and kind of in very Resident Evil fashion, you know, you just gotta go around, fix camera angles following your movements. There we go. Pick it up. Pick it up. There we go. Shotgun, a wide-range shotgun. Very destructive at close range. Yeah, definitely equipping that. Especially with this first game, we gotta go through menus to equip stuff, but there aren't that many weapons throughout. I was just say our guns aren't giving us more points, but I'm just checking since we blasted them away. Okay. Use the rusty key. I'm bubbling my way through this. And then, whoops. That was close. Ooh, nice. Sorry, I'm getting distracted, because, yeah, I'm bouncing between topics and, like, things to talk about. Because, yeah, I really like this first one, even though it has, like, its jank, and in some of them, it's kind of aged one of the... That didn't sound appropriate to say, but it's, like, it's aged quite a bit, but there's still, like, a lot of cool stuff about it. And, you know, after becoming more of, like, a Resident Evil fan and really, like, getting into, like, the roots of the franchise, and now, like, coming back to, like, see what this game is, like, really like. Ah! There's an immense power that will not allow anyone to get closer. Before I can confront the lion, I'll need a sign. So yeah, we're navigating. It's also been a bit, so I'm trying to remember exactly where to go and what to do, but I think we'll manage just fine. And meanwhile, I'm trying to, like, tips and tricks and, like, doing new stuff I never really did before. Like, trying to play better, because playing better means I'll get stronger. Because if you keep a high style rating, when you kill enemies, it increases the amount of red orbs they drop. So, you know, it's one of the many things, but we had to knock that around anyways. It's one of the many things, like Devil May Cry, like, established, or how it separated itself from other action games. There's something engraved beneath the opening. This is where the guiding souls gather. Duly noted. Staff of Judgment, a staff that shines with mysterious light. And we shortcut back here. Just preparing, because, yeah, now that I've burned my devil trigger. Get out of the way. Okay, that went better than I thought, because those things can be kind of tough. Because there are certain enemies that just, like, always throw me for a loop, no matter how many times I've tried playing the game. But, no, I've played through this game a bit. It's a carving of the Judge of Death. It looks like the judge should be holding something. Oh, shall I use the Staff of Judgment? Yeah, makes sense. I completely forgot where I even had to bring that thing. Okay, mission clear. And then you get a rank based on how well you did, how fast you completed the level, or based on a par time, how many orbs you gathered in the level, and how much damage you took. B. That's how I am in these games. I'm usually a B student, which I know is a low grade, but... Destroyer of Ardor. Then if we level up, because then with our gems, throwing the sword like a boomerang, Stinger level 1, Air Raid, Air Hike is so freaking expensive. Okay, Vortex level, right. And then you can buy orbs to increase your health and increase how much Devil Trigger you got. Or items, which actually affect your score if you use, but they can recover your health or recover your Devil Trigger. Yeah, I'm bouncing between, like, so many topics, because there's a lot to say about Devil May Cry as, like, a series, as this individual game. The pride of Lion is granted only to those who choose the path of trials. Alrighty then, you got it. I say, wasn't there a third door here? Nope, just the two. Okay. And so, yeah, just, like, the interesting architecture, all, like, the, like, foreboding dark visages. And, yeah, like, there's something about this place that looks, like, alive, like it's a big organism. And also a trick I've learned about this area, because like, oh, a couple of red orbs. Do not grab them yet. Apparently, if you wait till later on in the game, they grow to bigger size, so you can get more out of them. So, it states, go back the path, and thou shalt return from the abyss. With thy lion heart, and thou shalt receive the pride of lion. Okay, well, not much to say there. Whoa! Hold on, now I do remember. Okay. Sorry, there's some things I remember, and even though I watched like a whole video about speedrunning it, you know, I'm trying to remember like all the bits that I can. Not that I can recreate speedrunning tech, but like, you know, it's interesting just learning how to like play better. Pride of Lion, a sign of the strong. It allows confrontation with the Lion Gatekeeper. My Alistair senses are tingling. Now, I know there's a trick to this guy that I don't think I'll be able to recreate, but...
What a big surprise. I hope for your sake you got something inside that big body of yours.
I didn't realize he actually like taps him in the face. You can hear the padding. Now, like, there's a way to like double jump off his body and then like slam down. Yeah, I definitely can't recreate it though. Damn. Oh, come on. Damn it. Almost had him. I don't even want to use up a yellow orb. I'm going to need them for later. Because I forget, even using a yellow orb affects your score. You know what? Hold on. I can do better. Just a second. I'm going to be a bit of a pain here. Hold on. Okay, because we weren't too far. I just restarted the level. But I also remember there is a, like, another orb cache up here. There we go. Every bit helps. There's a thing up there. Okay. Oh, no, I'm going to be, like, again, it's like, I want to do better. I can do better than that, and also get more orbs if I do it better. Okay. Oh, come on, we're doing even worse. There we go. I mean, slightly better. Could have been even better. Like, yeah, you got, like, if you can double jump and then if you double jump of any kind and it increases your like you know, drop attack by like double, and then on top of Devil Trigger it also doubles it. So, you know, there's stuff you can do, but now that we know where to go. But I also remember, because I read this up, because there is also hidden missions you can do. So if I remember, yeah, what an obscure... Okay, aim for the weak point and defeat it with one single shot. Alright, this one's going to be a bit weird, but... So yeah, there's like secret missions, and this is another thing like Bayonetta and other Devil May Cry games do. There we go, perfect. Because we bounced off of her head in order to slam down on her. Let me up. What? Or, wait a second. Can we redo it? Okay. So we got to... Oh, man, what a mean... Ah, man. Oh, wait. Okay, wait. We can recover Devil Trigger with taunting. Gotta remember that. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, we didn't damage her at all otherwise, so now that must count as a successful... Oh, come on! What do you mean? Okay, we're back. I'm more injured after fighting Phantom again. Like, I feel like I can get this, because it's just like, if I don't get this one, then I feel like... But yeah, I keep looking up reference videos, like, yeah, this is the hardest one in the game for sure. And it's like, man, come on. And also, we're taking damage while we're in here. Shoot. How did that not do it? I swear, I'm like right up in her face and doing what I'm supposed to do. Come on! Okay, get out of there. Okay, so I'm done embarrassing myself because I took way too long trying to like getting hung up on the secret mission. I decided to move on and I didn't feel good about it because I'm like, the whole point, if I give up on this one, is there audio? Yeah. If I give up on this one, it means I'm not going to be able to get all the other, like, blue orb chunks that I want. So what's the point? So I got, like, I'm hung up on this, and I'm trying to finish it. So, okay. What I did, and I already saved over my file, so I couldn't go back, because I was like, I just got to commit, and I didn't. So I erased my save file and just started over. It doesn't matter. So just trying to like get back to my spot, replayed this level over and over again because either Phantom kept killing me or I kept trying to perfect this mission, and like I finally figured out a method. This was the failure. So skipping ahead, I recorded a PS5 clip of it finally panning out. So, because I swear, I watched loads of videos, and it's like some people could do it with, or some people will like shoot her multiple times in the face and they would still get the blue orb. Other people just like put the shotgun right up there and then done. Me, yeah, that's what I ended up doing. Some people said it worked better with Ebony and Ivory. I'm like, how? How could you possibly? But there we go. Yeah, like flick on the Devil Trigger and, you know, then you got that damage boost, blast him in the face, done. Finally done. So it's like, I tried that a couple of times, replayed the level because it's like, my timing could be better. Let's try go for like a higher rank. And I just kept messing it up. So, you know, this was my best chance. So I think it just ended up with an S rank. And, you know, there we go. I've been wanting to get, like, the special bonus, but there we go. Moving on. And then I was making progress on level 4, and that also, oops. Hold on, I went to the wrong one. No, hold on, wrong save. So I'm fumbling. Like, on one hand, it's just like, I thought I'd be playing better. Let's just play through the game again. No, I'm hung up on it. I want to get it done. I want to do it efficiently. Okay, mission 4, the Black Knight. Display one's strength at a lion and open the path. Acquire the melancholy soul. So now we got quite a bit of power to use, and I go, do I want to increase my health a lot or use purple orb and get more devil trigger? Because that would be good. Because I go, maybe I should be getting like some Alistair upgrades. That would be good, especially air hike, but we are a ways off from that. Devil trigger is kind of like the saving grace right now, so we'll pop in and everything of that. Yeah. Probably not my best idea, but we're going to go with it. But so yeah, I was making progress in mission 4, and it was going badly, so I go, I'm just going to start over. Forget it. Because all I did was, like, get lost and then, like, mess up on the final boss. But hold on, we got another secret mission immediately. Because we go right back into that last room, back into this, like, cathedral. We got a bunch of baby spiders to shoot. So... and if we just use ebony and ivory... I'm trying to time my gunshots right, because there's like a... you like fire at a certain rhythm and you like shoot like crazy fast. But in this case... oh, come on. Okay, it's like I've replayed this mission like a couple of times, finding a rhythm. There we go. That one's pretty simple. Just use ebony and ivory, and as long as you're like... hitting basically anything with one shot. Cat, can you please not sit on or near my keyboard? You've like messed up several recordings. I am not erasing or like starting this attempt at a let's play over for a 4th time. Yeah, I keep trying to do this, like I'm not feeling it, but I want to do it. Like I want to do this, and I keep backing in and out, in and out. I lost track of what I was doing because I'm like, let's do this in a timely manner. Oh, that's not working out. Now I got the dog. What? You just went outside. You got sprayed by a skunk earlier. What? Come on. And I know timer runs, as I swear the timer runs even if you got the game, like, paused in the, like, PlayStation menu. Okay, just hold on. Okay, there's an immense power that will not allow anyone to get closer. Before I can confront the lion, I'll need a sign. Shall I use the Pride of Lion? Yes. What? Dog, come on. Okay. Here sleeps the gatekeeper. Magical destruction will awaken him. Simple. Break it open. Sorry, I'm trying to be, like, tactical and efficient and, like, get cool stuff and get stronger. Because, like, the better you play, the stronger you get. And I'm failing at that. Just a second. Oh, damn it. Okay. Can't escape it, and it does like a kamikaze, but we're not dead. It drops red orbs when it even hits me, right? Because it drops a lot of red orbs. Okay. Not ideal, because yeah, like that thing you gotta like attack with your gun first to break its defenses. Okay, now go... no, wait. Did we drop down? I'm trying to remember now. Right. Now, they got that lion door there. This brings us up. I'm just trying to remember where everything is. Oh, shoot. God dang it. I think we're still going to be fine for time, but that was stupid of me. Do I got to spring it again? Sorry, now I'm getting impatient. It's like, come on, I know how to do this efficiently now. Shoot. Yeah, because I got lost here for some reason. I just, like, could not find... Ugh, I got it, and then I wanted to, like, panic jump. Okay, they're just out of my way where they're not triggering Devil Trigger. Or the taunt for... Okay. Sorry, I'm very clumsy. But I know, yeah, we got a bedroom. This must have been where the Castellan slept. Castellan slept. Castellan? Because, yeah, we needed that sword, because I kept mucking that up. It's a statue of a female with a melancholic expression. There's an opening to place something. Shall I use the death sentence? There you go. Oh! Melancholy Soul. An ornament resembling a soul. When activated, it loses its power over time. Yeah, I got to this, like, end of the level here, and I messed up, and then I got sent back, and I kept tripping myself up, and then, like, stumbling around, and, like, literally, it's just gonna be easier for me to, like, you know, basically do, like, a pseudo-remake of the Let's Play, and, like, cut some stuff, and, you know, just, like, start this level over for efficiency of, like, our time, and for... I'm stumbling through this Let's Play. I was gonna be coming for this so confident. I was gonna say, there's like a bit to do here, and I'm distracted by my bumbling. Well, I guess we're out of here. Okay, but yeah, this guy now wants to party. And yeah, I can't remember where we even find out his name, but it... Or, no, it's in this, right? Anyways. But yeah, we got, you know, I don't know what you want to call him. Demon Knight Nello Angelo? Now, Nello can be pretty tough, but... Ah, shoot. Now, I know there is a way to punk him where it's like if you can do like the slash canceling like correctly, you can just like bulldoze through him, and I'm not pulling it off. Shoot. There we go. Yeah, I got him down to one more hit, and then I died. Or, like, I almost had him, and I just missed a shot, and he killed me. And I'm like, ah, what an embarrassing way to end the level. But yeah, this guy's no pushover. Kind of fights like us, even. Oh my god, red! My least favorite color! I must go now. My planet needs me. Okay, so a strange reaction from, like, this interesting knight. Did it really take me 8 minutes? Oh, whatever. Be frick. Why did it take me 8? Okay, boss bonus. It's fine. It's fine. Shut up. I could restart the mission, do it better. No, leave it alone. You'll be fine. Why did... I wasn't even... Okay, whatever. Maybe I should create another... Well, I suppose. Okay. Next mission. Okay. Guiding of the soul. Destruction before... The other destination of power, above the power of the melancholy soul fades away. This one should be pretty simple. Hold on, I was gonna check too, because I'm trying to find all the locations of the secret missions. Now, where the hell is my checklist for... Okay, I'm checking. Where's the next secret mission so I can find the location? Because these things are really awkwardly hidden. What? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Wait, what? Wait, what? Secret Mission 3? There's 2 secret missions in level 4? Oh, god damn it. Son of a bitch. Okay, and I already saved over to the freaking thing. I knew I should have separated it out. Just because I wanted to split it up. Sorry, I'm trying to be thorough. I go, there's... Okay. Yeah, and the thing is that would nest another blue orb. That would give us health. That's bugging the hell out of me. Whoop. I was gonna say, is it exploding yet? Okay. I mean, okay. Let's just move on. Can't quite... Okay, I'm doing the Let's Play, doing badly, and so I'm deciding to, replay levels in order to, actually make progress and, get good scores so I can get upgrades and fight well. Yeah, this one's pretty short. This one you can finish. Oop. The path will open with a guiding soul. Shall I use the melancholy soul? Yeah, that's a short one. Please say I'm in power time. Untouchable. Didn't take any damage. That's got to be good for my rank. I wonder how many orbs you need for the power time on that. I'll have to go back through. Yeah, the thing is, it's bugging me that I'm not, doing better, but it's I'm also, learning secrets I've never done before, so, I'm just, frazzled. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I redid that mission, did that, throw in the... Right, hold on, I can pull it... Oop, where's the capture? I was gonna pull it up. Yeah, you just walk on some more spiders. Okay, I'm putting too much effort in this. I'm making this too hard on myself. So, we're moving on. We're just gonna move on. I'll bite my tongue. I'll let it go. Sorry, I feel self-conscious. Just 10 missions, it'll be easy. There's apparently another one. There's a 3rd secret mission in this one level. We're moving on. We'll keep what we got. Okay, we're just gonna replay this mission again. Yeah, apparently there's a 3rd mission, secret mission, in that one level. And it requires fighting 3 of these shadows at once. Shoot. God damn it. This is going so poorly. I can do better than that. Jeez. Let it explode. Okay. Sorry, I was thinking it's like we can do this without taking any damage, and we took some damage. Oh well. Moving on. Okay. So I'm getting hung up on this. Like, I'm making this way more complicated. Trust me, I've, like, you know, got so, like, 2 hours already of footage just for, like, these first couple of missions. And I'm just, like, driving myself nuts. Because I'm like, I can be good at Devil May Cry, I swear. I gotta let it go. I just gotta let it go. Whoop. I thought I saw another one. Okay. Sorry, yeah, I gotta let it go. I'm getting too hung up on just, like, trying to be perfect on... S rank, yay. Too bad we didn't get the secret. We got a special bonus! Okay, this changes a lot. Okay, we actually got it. 2,000 red orbs. That's nuts. Yeah, that is invaluable. Sorry, that's the stuff I've been trying to do. It's like, you gotta do the secret missions, and you gotta do this, get the points in order to get, like, that much extra power. That's huge. I just want to keep... Actually, that should have bought me air hike. Well, I gotta save if I regret that. Yeah, having a double jump would have been, you know, with Alistair at this point would be pretty invaluable, but, you know, just also having that much extra devil trigger, though, is insane. We'll save on to we'll save what we have left. Evil of the Waterway. Yeah, it's apparently there's like 3 secret missions in that level 4, and now there's like none to level 7. Oh, sweet. Exploration. I mean, I wasn't trying to, like, max out health, like, you know, I didn't think I was going to. I'm not going to be that thorough and find everything, but I'm trying to be thorough enough to find most. I'm trying to think of a Resident Evil 4 joke. It's just like, yeah, here's like the, you know, Las Canados insects. Missing a few red orbs, but it's fine. Some of them faded away already. We're making progress. This is actually where, like, it gets tougher. Ah, shoot. Yeah. It's sloined. Like, the game's only just gonna get tougher. I gotta learn to, like, let it go. Oh, that's a yellow orb? No, that's a... Yeah, I was trying to, like, slash cancel there. Don't know if it really works, but, you know, progress. Yeah, having 7, like, runes of devil trigger, like, this early on, I don't think... No, this was not a game where, where you collected, like, purple orbs to, like, get devil trigger, like, more notches of it. So this is all just, like, the purple, like, the full purple orbs you get from buying. What's the max? Can we, like, max out our devil trigger? I don't think I've done that. Oh, right, and then when you pick up green orbs when you got full health, you also get red orbs in return. I'm just waiting for something to pop out at me. Because we're coming up, because now we're getting into, like, I remember these missions specifically because, yeah, now we got these things, and I forget what these things are called, but these things are brutal. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, those things are mean. Do yellow orbs affect my score? I don't remember if they do. That's like a waste of full continue, but you know. I can always reset the mission. Let's just get like the bearing. I can always replay the mission and do better later. Okay. Jesus. Sorry. Sorry, rather than trying to be like perfect on camera. Oh. Damn it. Yeah, these things, what I always did, I always had a water on hand just specifically for them. Because I just had, like, I always have so much trouble fighting those things. Even though they're just like the Sin Scissors, so you think they'd be easier, but, or, you know, manageable. Guiding light. Key that shines in our door. It slowly drains the power of the possessor. I was gonna say, I think that's the end of the mission there. Now, I'm trying to remember where we gotta bring it. I think we gotta bring it to the top of the stairwell. See, I can do better than that. It's definitely from the gold orb. Yeah, that's what always happens. Okay, we're gonna save, but I'm gonna save it in another slot. So I'm gonna try and crack through that mission again to do better. I can, like, cheat the system. I now know what I'm after here, and if I can get better ranks out of it, I'm gonna do it. So just give me a second. Ugh, okay, at least I didn't die and use the yellow orb. Sorry, I hate those things so much. They are so tough, but okay. I mean, that's gotta be better, even though I took loads of damage. I was technically faster, and, you know, maybe more orbs? There we go. That I can work with. I was going to say special about it? No. Okay. Sorry. Kind of like redoing it and, like, you know, just to get higher ranks just for the sake of getting, like, you know, being able to have, like, more items to use. I'm cheating a bit, but I'm trying to optimize my time and abilities. And just, like, get stronger. There's abilities I've not really been able to mess with. I'm trying to... Well, should I get... Air hike? I'm saved, because I didn't decide to hold on to my red orbs. Well, because I gotta check. We're constantly taking damage, but I'm just wondering if now there's anything hidden in, like, the rooms. Right, here comes. Shoot. Probably could have avoided that. Ah, shoot. Okay, well, we need to take them out anyways. Oh, one-eyed evil. Lure the Kylops into their mutual death. Oh. Did I do it? Do I have to kill him at the exact same time, or...? Oh. All right. I don't think must be able to kill those at the exact same time. There's got to be something freaking weird to. I wonder if I even have the ability. Whoops, jeez. Just the layering of that cackling. Oh, jeez. I probably could have done this mission a lot better. There's something written. The sword is the key to freeing the soul. The key resides in the highest place. Oh, shoot. This isn't where I gotta go. Oh, wait. Guiding light. The emblem of the sun is engraved. There's something written beneath it. The brightness of the guiding light will scorch you. Only those who bear the light can open the new path. Shall I use the guiding light? Yes. Ow. Check my score, see if I can do better. B. I can do better than that. Right? Okay, I had to look it up, but apparently lure the... Shoot. Apparently they just gotta hit each other. Damn it. Oh, come on. Come on, eat each other. There we go. Freaking... That's what I was supposed to have happen, but not like that. Freaking... Get rid of the bugs, get rid of the freaking bugs, because if I can do this without getting hit... Okay, slot the thing in there. We already did this. Come on. At the very least, this has to be an S rank. I didn't even get hit. And I know that taking damage over time from effects like this, at least on this normal difficulty, doesn't affect your score. So, there we go. I was kind of hoping, it's like, maybe did I do good enough for the special? No, probably if I did the mission, but okay. Yeah, I'll live with it. Sorry, it's like that secret mission was not worth it either. Okay. The legendary knight returns. Activate the mechanisms to escape from the rooftops. I'm debating. We really should. We should probably at least get air hike. That's just going to be a good ability, especially with... Okay, we'll get air hike. And we don't have enough for another purple orb, but we're still pretty good. Again, I can always, like, mix and match, see if this is what I really need. So at least air hike now we have, like, a built-in double jump. I think this might be a good time for it, too.
Finally! I was getting tired of playing your childish games.
Whoops, I do not have the devil trigger to do a thing, but I can. Now, I actually like Phantom. I didn't really talk about him because, like, you can actually, like, launch his fireballs back on him, which is really cool. But yeah, now that we can just, like, inherently double jump, I don't know why I didn't think about this sooner. Shoot. Because we can kind of, like, jump on his back and slash at his, like, you know, lava entrails. We did something. I think we dropped and hit his fireball back at him.
Ah, my tum-tum!
I suppose the tum-tum would be the down, or the bottom part, but you do have the point. We only got hit, like, once. Technically, it's not.
I'm his son, Dante. Sweet dreams.
Nice. You know, the spear paid off. ominous. I was gonna say, was that the end of the chapter already, or is that just like, you know, the start of it? Okay. Anyways, so yeah, I actually like the Phantom boss fight. Like, I think it's cool. Trident, a heavily decorated 3-pronged pike that's used for rituals. It cannot be used as a weapon. But I like fighting Phantom. I think like his design is cool, like big like lava, like magma spider. Hold on, I'm looking around. There's something else here. There's a thing down there. But like lava spider, you actually can fight him a third time. The lever used to wind up the drawbridge. It's heavily rusted. A strong downward force may help move the lever. There we go. Ooh. Oh, that's right. I go, oh, sweet, a thing! It's the corpse of a soldier who must have wandered into the castle and died from exhaustion. He's holding something. A grenade gun. Okay, for some reason I thought like, oh, it's the swimming needle gun already? That feels weird. Oh, no. Grenade gun. And I remember this thing being great. Like, it's very slow but really powerful, so, you know, we'll keep that in mind. And drops us right down here where we actually need the trident. There are 3 openings to insert something. Shall I use the trident? Eh. Oh, right. Nope, not that way. As I say, can we use the trident again? Whoop, okay, I was like, don't get stuck, and then the camera switched. Sorry, sometimes the fixed camera angle can screw you like that. Okay, but that's gotta be pretty good. A rank? S rank? S rank? I didn't press the button. B! Okay. Was I just a little too slow? Might as well. Again, now I can go back in the mission, see if I can do better. Just for the sake, just so I'm not like repeating over and over again. New strength. Use the strength to open the door. Just so I'm not like, you know, playing everything. Okay, come on. Better time. Maybe slightly. Yes! Okay, there we go. That's more like it. I mean, didn't give us much more in total, but you know, still, it's still more points. I was like, which save do I overwrite? I'm trying to, like, you know, create a space in case I want to, like, redo another level. But, okay, carrying on. I realize, like, I've come to the realization that, like, I haven't really stopped. You know what, let's... Kind of for another devil trigger boost. But, new strength. Use the new strength to open the door. Because, like, I'm just still in part 1. I'm kind of now just, like, committed to the idea. I was like, maybe I'll make this a long play. It's gonna be a jumpy long play. Like, this is gonna be all scatterbrained and messy, but that just might be the best way to, like, edit this up. There's a message carved in the stone. It seems to be a story of some kind. Destiny awaits somewhere deep in the Colosseum. All right. Oop. I saw you, Devil Star. I'm trying not to use any items. I'm like trying to like play the level and then like replay it just to like get a better score, just so I can do the next level with like more cool stuff. Like, I'm making it very confusing and clunky, but it's like, yeah, maybe the best thing for me to do is like make this like a kind of like a like fragmented long play. Come on, take him out. I go just a few more shots. Definitely not helping my rank doing shenanigans like that, but... Right, that we need to open. The blue lights are showing us where we need to go. Right, I remember this, even though it's wonky. Devil Star. Because I've been trying not to spend too much on Alistair, because I like the second weapon you get in this game. But, you know, air hike is useful. Hold on a second, is there anything over on the other side? Oh, that's just a patch of, like... Yellow orb. Okay. And try not to use yellow orbs, really, just because, like, you know, they affect your score just by using them. There we go. That's usually a pain in the ass. There's an inscription on the base. My name is Everett. The fool who awakens me shall pay dearly with their fires of hell. Yeah, here we go. I like this weapon. Like, Alistair's cool, and, like, you know, lightning sword, awesome. But, you know, fire gauntlets and greaves are badass. I mean, it's all badass, but you know. Ifrit, a flaming gauntlet that gives the possessor increased powers. Okay, it's already equipped. No, do not use the Devil Star. I was gonna say, now with Ifrit, just like we have like some heavy hitters, and I like how you know, even when you activate Devil Trigger, its aesthetic is a little bit different compared to when you're using Alistair. There's a lot of cool stuff, but yeah, I like Ifrit more than Alistair. It's my favorite weapon in this first game. Me.
The son of Sparta challenges the darkness for this.
Block off, Featherface, or you can stick around and find out the hard way.
Yeah, shoot. Damn it. Yeah, thing is, with a enemy that moves like this, a flying one. Oh, what the heck happened? I don't remember the, like, speedrunning tricks for taking on, him, Griffin. Shoot. Whoops. Well, we're not done with him, but he's taken off for now. And the fire guides us. There's an emblem on the shield of the door that glows with blue light. Okay, moving on. Yeah, maybe not the best, like, fight. Words are carved here. A pair of flames that dwell within strength will open the path. There we go. Yeah, maybe not the best first, like, opening to demo the Ifrit, but, you know, we got through it. Trying to find stuff along the way. Yeah, and like an even stronger base marionette. Whoop. I go, this level's actually going on for quite a bit. It's a long level compared to everything else. And I remember there's like a trick to like timing Ifrit to like maximize damage like as fast as possible. Whoop. Whoops. Okay. You used 200 red orbs. Jesus. I suppose that was just from fighting. This feels like something I can read, but it won't let me. So moving on. I'm gonna say, that was a long level. See. I could do better. I could do better. This thing, now I want to replay the level and just like, you know, see if I can do better than that. That was a long one, but, you know, I'll have to go back and check. Man. How fast do I gotta be? Okay. Yeah, hold on. I'll put a break in here real quick. Okay, interjecting with something neat. Okay, so I rewound the clock a bit, so I'm back after mission 7, but before mission 8, because yeah, we have to get to a door before we can get into that level, and so there's just like this grinding spot in between levels, I completely forgot about this in like the Let's Play video or speedrun video by Waifu Runs. This, I'm exploiting the hell out of this. I find this totally worth it. Because yeah, I've been grinding for quite a bit. I've made like, let's see, 4,000 red orbs. And I go, it's like, man, how much am I going to need to like get a lot of the upgrades I need? Oh yeah, wait a second. We're in like, as they or Waifu Run said, we're in this like intermission phase. And so we can just get orbs. You know, Phantom is supposed to show up, but it's just like these Sin Scissors. Still, I can still do that. And there is a statue here that we can use to, you know, get upgrades. So I don't know how much Devil Trigger we need, but, you know, I can just, like, grind it out for a little bit and just, like, get more upgrades. So, you know, that works out pretty damn good. So I'm going to do that a bit, exploit that a while, and then, yeah, when we cut back, I'll be pretty busted. I'm going to take advantage of this because, you know, damn it, I want all the cool stuff. Okay, back, and yeah, it's the next day, just because my recording has been all over the place, but I caught back up to where I am, come out of the Labyrinth Canyon alive, and yeah, I got loads of stuff. I bought most of the Alistair upgrades, just missing Vortex. Got a bunch of extras and a lot of blue orbs. I'm 1 purple orb away. There's a couple blue orbs to go, but I bought like 3. And I'm saving up for Ifrit and got back up to the end of mission 9. Yeah, I found that grinding spot, and so better part of an hour messing around with that, you know, just to get jacked up. So, you know, cheating the system a little bit, but it doesn't affect my time. Well, it affects my overall game time, but that doesn't really matter. Also, yeah, and I forgot, because I heard about this. He mentioned it briefly on his video, but like Waifu Runs mentioned that you can swap your melee weapons by pressing in the right stick. So I have never noticed that. Like, that's huge. It's a riddle of some kind. Valley of the Mist. One must choose the right path. To enter the Lost Land, only those who protect the weak. Light shall have the power to decipher the right path. So yeah, in a very Legend of Zelda, you don't have to, like, unveil the light to keep it going, right? You can just go. We just see what path it's going down. But yeah, this is very Legend of Zelda, like going through the, like, Faron Woods and that. Oh, it's going to the left. Yeah, now I'm not going to be such a stickler for just, like, perfect scores because, you know, we covered a lot of ground. Yes, I'm cheating a bit with the, There we go. Oh, I was waiting for the red orbs. Where did the thing go? Okay, it's going to the left. Yeah, sorry, now that we have, like, a lot more power, and even stuff I'm not going to use, like the Alistair upgrades, but it's just, like, having all that Devil Trigger, having the extra health. You know, we'll still try to go for pretty decent ranks, but I don't think I need to reset everything now. Say, geez, come on. There we go. At least with Ifrit, we can do a hell of a lot of damage. Okay, now we'll probably get through the rest of this at a pretty decent pace, just because now it's like, oh yeah, I found that exploit, I'm gonna use that. So, you know, on top of, ooh, nice, holy water. And yeah, holy water is almost like a screen nuke. Like, it takes up, yeah, it automatically kills all, like, regular enemies, and it does, like, loads of boss health damage to bosses. B, probably could have done better, but I wonder... Yeah. Okay, I'll let it go. Offer the chalice and open the path. We'll save up our orbs. Whoops. Whoop. There we go. I was gonna say, now where's his orbs dropping? Because, yeah, at least having, like, air raid, you know, it's like, okay, I use this exploit for the purposes of, like, this Let's Play. Now I'm just, like, being cheeky. But it's like, I do appreciate, like, things I could do better. It's like, yeah, I could, like, you know, get certain things... Yeah, that is super useful. I never knew that. Yeah, even just having, like, a couple of extra blue orbs is making a huge difference just in terms of my defense. There we go. I was gonna say, okay, good. Sign of Chastity. Attack Sodermic organ coated by crystal within it. Coated by crystal within it. It's the sign of chastity that's necessary for searching the chalice. Sorry, don't know why my reading is so bad. Okay. Sorry, my confidence is way up now because, like, you know, this game... Whoop. Whoop, I thought... Yeah, I'm definitely taking a lot more damage because I'm not playing as, like, carefully, but we gotta get... I was gonna, like, get a lot more stuff, but let's get... Meteor would be really good, but we got enough. Let's get Inferno. I don't know how that works, but we'll try it. Is that a charge attack? Yeah, going to, you know, giving your controls. Hold try. I gotta do, like, more stuff like round trip too. But Ifrit, well, okay. Is it just like the like an upgraded like drop attack, or it's like when it says press the left stick and do? Oh, I was like, wait, didn't we just grab the thing there? Oh wait, no. Is this just going around or showing us something? Oh, here we go. I was like, how do we get in to get that? Oh, okay. Easy. Okay, that was 3. So 1 more and then like another health boost. Oh, I suppose that's just to help us get up there, huh? There's a cup of on the base, protected by a powerful light. Prove yourself worthy with the sign. Should I use the sign of chastity? Sure. Use the sign of chastity. Chalice, a cup which held the blood of the divine dead. Divine head. Hey, you. You ran away last time because you saw red. Now I got some more for you. Whoop. Yep. There we go. Bap him in the face. I know the Ifrit is a lot slower, but like you just get like that sturdiness when you're like using the charge attack and then just like bam. Sorry. It's been a slow day. I've just like first day off in forever, frankly. Whoops. I was gonna say that seemed like wait. The child shall open the gate to the dark path. Okay. Sorry, I was just checking to see if that was something. I'm trying to remember. Cause like I've been replaying like okay, I'm like, what do we do here? Oh, right, okay, climbing up. There we go. It's a gold statue of a knight. It looks like something was placed here. Should I use the chalice? Yes. Drink up, Sir Knight. I was gonna say, whoop. Oh no, it's still locked. No. There we go. I think that's the end of the mission there. Mission clear. C, yeah, now that I'm playing normally, it's like, yeah, the ranks are bad, but I think I'm fine. Like, again, it's repetition. Like, I'm being down on myself, but it's all about, like, you know, repetition and just like it's all about repetition and just like learning the tricks, learning the tactics, and like practice and just like memorization. Go ship. Go to the deck and head to the captain's cabin. Yeah, I want to save up for more Ifrit stuff. And that's why I should be doing better, because apparently also like when you get to the back half of the game, underwater controls, like that pops up and you're just like, oh no. But when you get to the back half of the game, S ranks are more valuable, and they give you even more red orbs on getting them. Yeah, it's pretty killer, though. So, you know, it's like I'm in an eternal conflict where I'm just sort of like, I'm trying to like take in the atmosphere and like show off the cool stuff, like the, you know, Spencer Mansion style, I was gonna say, I don't think that one's really reliant on, like, you know, hitting it. You just gotta hit fast. Oop. Yeah, there's, like, a weird control to this I learned in the speedrunning video where it's, like, you can kind of, like, it's faster to, like, sidestep while you swim. Because, you know, it is clunky. Anyways, what was I talking about? Sorry, I know I'm all over the place on this Let's Play, because I wanted to talk about, like, my history with, like, Devil May Cry 1, and, like, you know, my weird history with it. Whoops! Because, you know, this is gonna be my second, you know, Let's Play I'm gonna be putting up about Devil May Cry 1 on my channel. And it's the second, like, time I've, like, done something with Devil May Cry 1 on the channel. Because, Devil May Cry is a series I got into with the, HD collection, because my friend got into it. And so, like, I got into it, but I've always been, like, hit and miss with the franchise in, like, some weird ways. Admittedly, some contradictory, in some ways petty, and that's on me, to a degree. Needle gun, the only weapon that can be used underwater. Sweet. Well, if we're gonna do it, we got it. Whoop. But, so, you know, again, I've got some interesting opinions about Devil May Cry, between, like, which ones I like and which ones, or, you know, what I think the series doesn't do as well as people like to say. But I'm also... Sorry. Oh, hold on, that's, hit the thing. I was so sure. But anyways. So, you know, it's like, so I did like because one of the first things, the first thing I did with Devil May Cry on my channel is I made like a video review about like the first game. And so, like, I talked about it, well, it's when I was still working out a style, so I was like just explicitly cribbing the completionist like format. And you know, I'm just checking stuff out. I'm trying to... Oh, you see the side stuck in the ground for, like, the... It's locked. There's something written. I am the ship that carries the wandering souls on the brink of the underworld. Protect the ship, and you shall be given the fire of St. Elmo. Whoop! Damn this guy. I'm trying. Whoop. Yeah, definitely getting a low rank for this one, because this battle's not going well. Jesus. Now, if only you could switch guns, you know, with a button, or like a, press of a trigger or something. There we go. That drop happened to work. Because it just occurred to me, it's just so like, wow, wait, Devil May Cry 1 did, like, weapon switching before Devil May Cry 3? What the hell? But anyways. So yeah, sorry, my experience with Devil May Cry has always been kind of like hit and miss, where it's like, I've been unimpressed when Devil May Cry was being cool, and wasn't like, you know, receptive to when it was trying to be, like, serious. So it's just sort of like, this thing feels weird, but it's always because, yeah, again, I realize it's on me in some petulance, some snootiness of just sort of like, I'm, you know, better and outsmarting this, like, you know, cult favorite series. And, you know, I realize there's ego in that I definitely don't deserve. Because again, I like the series, it's just like, there's some things that like freaking bug me, but there is also just like learning to like let go and actually like appreciate things more and more. Well, it's like still have taken umbrage with some aspects of, you know, the series and frankly the fandom, but there's a lot of interesting things Devil May Cry does. Not just mechanically, but even like symbolically and whoop, wrong spot. Yep. Whoops. You know what? Maybe that's not the best weapon for this right now. Whoops. There we go. Again, I know there are tricks like that I've learned in like the speedrun video of waifu runs. I just like, there are some things I'm just not going to be able to recreate. But we're doing fine, I think. Mission clear. We're doing worse and worse. We'll have a good, like, pretty decent opening. The back half is going to be much worse, but we're fine. So I'm learning to, like, you know, let my own ego go, and just sort of like, we're fine. Abyss, just enjoy yourself. Find the exit and escape from the ship. We don't have that many, but I want to get, like, Fireball. Oh, wait, no, we have enough for Fireball, right? Or Meteor. Let's get those both at once. Okay, find an exit and escape from the ship. Because again, it's like, it's cool to like, there are many places marked with X's. A staff of Hermes. It's decorated with 2 snakes coiled into the staff. Ah, my face! I was gonna say something because what I did because I made a review of the first Devil May Cry, which I've disowned. It is not a good video. My editing sucks, and just my presentation of the game sucks. Even though I came from it like mostly positively, but yeah, I just like there's like many aspects of a lot of my early work that I just don't like. So disown that. That video is gone. Well, I still have it. I can still watch it, but you know, it's like yeah. Bad video. Oh, wait. I gotta equip the needle gun while I'm down here. Oh, right. Because you gotta be... there's gotta be another way out. What the heck? Oh. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, the underwater controls are awkward. But anyways, so I made a Devil May Cry 1 review talking about like its history and just like talking about it. But it's like, yeah, it was a bad video, and a lot of my arguments were even in bad faith. Again, like, it's me trying to, well, you know, young me trying to like outsmart a cult classic game series, which is not, you know, how I should have been approaching it at all. Didn't even try to finish the level, but okay, I'll take it. But you know, it's like, in a lot of my Devil May Cry stuff, I come off as, like, antagonistic. Because, you know, especially in that video, you know, which some of those aspects I'll even be able to dig into. Because there are lots of, like, because again, Devil May Cry 1 I actually still really like. It is tough, but I like the Resident Evil, like, well, I say, things that it adopted, or what was carried over from it being a Resident Evil game to start. There we go, health upgrade. Can't even tell how much it even went up. Oh, hey, we got a little another notch. Ugh. And, you know, it's not even me going to like, well, you know, this, you know, old game series is overrated. No, I just, like, there's some things when I first got into them, it was like, really? This is what people were talking about? And I, you know, and to me, and again, there are some things in Devil May Cry that I've done that's just like, yeah, it's antagonistic. Old conversations I had with friends where it's just like, you know, kind of senseless arguments where I was being immature. Well, to be fair, we were all being immature. But it's like, yeah, but I'm the one who, like, you know, likes to, you know, be all high-minded and act like I know what I'm talking about, and can bow out respectfully when I know I'm outclassed. A deep darkness and towering mountains. Oh. No. Yeah, let's get Kick, Magma Drive. I remember Rolling Blaze being pretty cool. Okay. Go to the Coliseum and head for the... whoop. I was going to say, head to the Coliseum and go for the Coliseum. Oh, let's just take a look at Magma Drive while holding R1. Press... Okay, so yeah, that's kind of like his uppercut. Okay, that's kind of like his stinger for that. Okay. Well, hold R1, press... Right, okay, I see. Sorry, just looking at the different abilities. So, yeah, there's, like, the review I did that I really don't like anymore. Even though, like, you know, I praise the architecture and the design, like, the great atmosphere and, like, everything, I just, like, never really cared about the characters, or, like, the simple, like, story. I just like the atmosphere of this game. And, you know, the basic combat, for its roots, it does a lot of cool stuff. There's something written. The resonating emblem shall undo the seal of the shield. Okay, emblem shield, a small shield. The emblem has the same shape as that of those sealing the doors of the Coliseum. That I remember seeing. The skeleton's arm appears to be a lever of some sort. Should I turn the lever? Sure, why not? You fool! I was gonna say, right, we have to do that. The booby trap is activated. We can do this carefully, and yeah, very in keeping with Resident Evil, and that's what I wanted to come back to this, because after actually playing, like, at least the remake of the original Resident Evil game, and just getting into Resident Evil in general, I really gotta play... Code Veronica is on my list this year to play on the channel, but in the meantime, you know, like, coming back and really appreciating, like, classic Resident Evil and, like, what those games did, gonna say, is there anything in here? So, like, coming back to this and getting to finally, like, you know, see, like, just, like, having the context for, like, sorry, I'm bumbling all over the place, but I'm trying to articulate. It's like having the context for, like, realizing, like, how Resident Evil worked and what Devil May Cry was originally like, you know, basing itself off of in its, like, you know, infancy. It's just very interesting to, like, finally have, like, the context and, like, seeing how that translates over and what Devil May Cry does, like, right? Because, again, especially after playing Resident Evil 4, not the original, but, you know, the remake, you can still see, like, the blood of it all. But, you know, just, like, appreciating, it's just sort of like, yeah, I can see Leon and Dante, you know, making an amazing buddy cop duo. Where is that game? Where is that? Okay. Come on, Capcom. You know, where's, like, Dante and Leon, you know, where's their buddy cop adventure where they're just, like, going around? Sorry, that's a great crossover. But anyways. But, you know, I can see, like, oh, yeah, the roots of how, like, you know, or how Leon's personality changed between, like, the second and fourth game, and... Whoop. I was gonna say, are they just gonna keep coming, or... And, you know, when you really get a feel for the controls, it's like, this really feels cool to do. Like, even if you're not getting a great rank, just, like, the raw destructive power of just, like, you know, swapping between weapons and, like, changing the direction of your controller to just do, like, a slightly different move, which, like, just adds so much impact to what you do. Again, I've got some, like, you know... Devil May Cry has aged poorly in some aspects, but, like, what it's set up for its mechanics still holds up so well. And there's, like, a lot of cool aspects on, like, what this game series inspired. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's what we needed. That's the good stuff. And, you know, it feels really good to, like, you know, get right. And again, I'm just getting hung up on just sort of like, but I'm trying to be cool now. I don't want to put in the work to be cool. Not quite enough, but we could do another kick. We'll save it for Meteor 2. And, you know, also just, like, now that I'm playing this, just, like, you know, try to appreciate the series from, like, the lens of Resident Evil and how just sort of, like, this game series started by being Resident Evil 4. So you can kind of see how, like, Leon, or, you know, how Dante was inspired by Leon, and by extension, how, Whoops. Oh, damn, our thing filled up fast. Don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. Oh, not dead. But, you know, you can see how, like, Dante was inspired by, like, Leon, and how Leon in Resident Evil 4 got inspired by Dante. And, like, such cool, like, crossover, and, like, how these characters have been shaped. Oh, wait, sorry. And, like, but because of that, it's like you can see just like the cocky attitudes that they both gained. There's an emblem of a shield on the door that glows with blue light. Shall I use the emblem shield? But anyways, so, you know, it's like I used to think, like, especially first game Dante being like exceptionally bland. Luminite's a mysterious stone that shines in the dark. An ordinary stone that exists in the underworld has somehow over time gained different properties in the human world. The rubble is blocking the path. Sorry, still trying to just proceed with caution. Holy water. And again, I haven't even used any items specifically. was just thinking if there's anything else over there. I thought I saw an opening. But anyways. But trying to avoid using items because, yeah, this game is about, like, you know, not even about perfection, but, like, certainly the better you play, the more the game rewards you. But that's also what's, like, you know, it can make it a, like, little, you know, beginner unfriendly. But when you can, like, learn to, like, play by the game's rules and, like, figuring out, like, how it wants you to do stuff or how it wants you to operate, and, like, figure out, like, the intricacies that, you know, the game is sometimes not super explicit in telling you. Well, actually, even I can't even say that. Oh, I think that recovers your devil trigger, right? You can't even say that, because, like, if you take your time, take the time, and, like, I didn't even realize there was, like, you can look up your moveset in the options menu. The Colosseum entrusts the conqueror with the lance. Sorry, the time has come to open the door. A pair of lances that's to be held by the knights who guard the gate. You cannot equip this item. And even little stuff like this, just like if you thought about it, if you thought to do it, you can use your devil trigger to fly around like that. You know, that's sort of what's cool about, like, checking out speed runs for Devil May Cry lately. It's just sort of like, you know, the different techniques and how you can use it for movement and such. Like, I know if I was playing correctly, I should be stingering for every step instead of walking. There we go. And even trying to, like, do, like, the... Okay, I was trying to, like, charge up a shotgun. Again, sorry, like, I was getting caught, or, like, hung up on myself earlier, just trying to, you know, like, play well, even though I'm not, like, doing the nuances, or just, like, being... Well, I'm trying to be more patient. It's just, like, you know, some things about Devil May Cry still elude me, because, you know, I can try my best, and just sort of, like... But again, it takes practice to just, like, play, like, hyper well and everything. There's an emblem on the shield on the door that glows with red light. Shall I use the emblem shield? Right, because we got to get another thing before we can go into the Colosseum. So again, sorry, I'm scatterbrained, just like talking about Devil May Cry and just like the different aspects of it, like the different things I want to improve about me talking about it. Because, like, yeah, now with, like, the Netflix show, which I actually thought was really cool, look, you know, I understand to, like, fans of the series how, like, it is controversial and different and how it messes with, like, certain characters' motivations and, like, you know, other things. And, yeah, Andy Shikar is now kind of, like, even though I love the Castlevania, like, Netflix shows, like, seriously, like, they are some of my favorite shows, just, like, period, like... I mean, Nocturne and base Castlevania are like their own things, but like I like them both. They are like a binge watch I do regularly now, and like Nocturne is now especially part of that. But you know, hold on. But anyways, no, like I love Netflix Castlevania. But, you know, it's like, so, but I didn't realize just how, like, much people didn't. Even though, like, I don't know, it's really popular, but there is certain, like, a certain hate-dumb for it. But also, it's not like I don't understand why. But there's just such cool stuff in Nightmare Beta. When formed in the underworld, its powers are unknown. Yeah. Oh, There we go. So anyway, sorry, I'm babbling. But you know, it's like the Netflix Castlevania series, just like it does such cool stuff. Like some people like you know, especially with like Devil May Cry, like people are talking about like it changes canon or it's just like it changes how the characters work. It's like, yeah, that's kind of how adaptation works. You might disagree with it, but you know, it is like, you know, the translation has to be different. How different can it be? And you know, like how they translate it can be like different. It's just like the fact that it changed is not the problem. You can take umbrage with what has changed. And, you know, there are certain things where it's just like, okay, this is weird, but also it's like, it's also adapting from, you know, game to, I'm bumbling. I'm not articulating well. Because, like, it's not like I don't understand why people have certain issues with certain character directions and even lore implications. And, you know, there are music trends, or, like, you know, taking things from other characters or like underusing characters in the base series and not really like using them to their full potential or for their like thematic reasons, you know, in the Netflix show, or taking like some characters like musical motifs and like not doing them justice. That I can realize, but there's also such like interesting like connotations with the world building in that. There's a decoration resembling two knights. It appears as though the knights should be holding something. Words are carved beneath the decoration. The shields that glow with light, and a pair of lances shall lead to the battleground. Shall I use the pair of lances? Yeah, we just needed that, but then we got like a new. I remember this thing being not very good though. Ricocheting around. I can hear someone speaking to me inside my mind. Offer a sacrifice to the Colosseum. It shall connect the path to the Wheel of Destiny. Sorry, I'm all over the place in my explanations because I feel like if I'm going to talk about this, I got to establish something else, and it's like I'm all over the place. Did I swear I remember this thing being... Oh, it works off my devil trigger. Ah, shoot. We're gonna flock up Featherface here. Just gotta get a little bullet in him. Oh, come on. Oops. Ah, my birdie wings. Whoops. Whoops. Build up a little bit of Ifrit, and then let's roast this chicken. Didn't work out as well as I thought. Ah, jeez. I was doing well, and then I tried to get fancy with it, so now I'm messing up. There we go. That's what I was trying to do, and I just wasn't timing it right. Ah. What a bummer.
Yours are definitely the powers of Sparta. Even more so. But I cannot let you live. I serve my master Mundus.
You can't fight with that wound.
Mighty is the power of Mundus. Master, grant me one last surge of power. The power to finish him.
Pretty please.
Master Mundus.
As I said, it was very stroby.
A three-eyed.
Hey, I'm not helping.
Maybe it was too easy for you.
Mundus. His heinous ways make me sick, killing even his own, like they were nothing. He's the one that took the life of
Sorry, that face.
my brother, sure. My mother used to always tell me that my father was a man who fought for the weak. He had courage and a righteous heart. In the name of my father, I will kill Mundus.
All right, I'm out. You deal with that. And, you know, I say, like, you know, Dante's pretty bland in this first game, because he kind of is, but he does have, like, a resounding sense of honor. Like, even shows compassion to some of the other, like, demons, especially when he realizes, like, how they're getting mistreated by Mundus. There's something written. The King of Avalon shall turn the wheel of destiny and take the story to the beginning land. Wheel of Destiny. Round play resembling the Destiny's repetitive cycle. And, you know, even how he talks about, like, Sparta, even though, like, even the games are wishy-washy on... Damn, we got a lot of orbs there. Probably lost a lot of time getting the Nightmare, but I think I remember now. It's like, oh, Nightmare, sweet. You know, it's like, this is actually doing a lot of damage. Oh, shoot, it's draining my Devil Trigger. That's why I don't use that weapon. Because, like, Devil Trigger is just too useful of a thing to ignore. Unravel the mystery of the Staff of Hermes. Oh. I'm just thinking, like, where the hell do I go now? Oh, yeah. Rolling Blaze. I'm just thinking. Doing the math in my head. No, I need more than that. But let's get Rolling Blaze. We just need a little bit for Meteor level 2. Yeah, just straight up blue orb. Right, rolling. Whoop. That's nice. Just like damaging a jump. I forgot how these things work. Again, there's a lot of nuances that I'm coming to appreciate now. It's like, oh, I can see how this would be useful. Now where the heck do we go? It's not like air hike where it's a double jump, but like... Guess we don't go that way. Okay. Anyways. So, sorry, I'm going all over the place. Like, I'm trying to make points, and I'm already so scattered. But anyways, just trying to, like, start over. It's like, you know, I've wanted to come back and, like, reappreciate Devil May Cry. Because after watching the Netflix series, like, I hadn't finished it when I started this playthrough, honestly. But now I have. And, like, you know, I think it's really cool. Like, it's got some, like, problems, and you know, it's got some issues, but it's like they're doing some interesting character stuff. They're doing different things with continuity. And it's like they're going somewhere with this, especially with the allegories they're making. Because, you know, it's like, you know, even by its music choices, it is strongly like, you know, making a, trying to think about how the best way to describe this, but it's just like, you know, they are strongly condemning, you know, the Bush administration and the war on terror. It's just how they're going about that. It's like, that's certainly a choice, but, you know, it's like, it's an interesting one. It's unsubtle, but you know what? It's also a strong stance. You know, about, like, how they're criticizing war and, you know, treatment of refugees, especially topical. I was gonna say, that's Shadow. So, you know, the timing is certainly interesting. And, you know, Castlevania Nocturne had, like, a similar thing where it's, like, talking about the Revolutionary War, and, I'm just checking here. Ooh. Is that enough for... Nope, one more for another. But, you know, it's like, you can call it unsubtle, you can even dislike it, but it's, you know... The Devil May Cry Netflix series is, like, making a stance, so that's interesting. Even saying that is vague. It's just, like, it's making a stance. It's like, yeah, you can make a stance and be a whole, like, you know, a horrible dick about it. But, like, I'm interested in what they're doing with, like, Devil May Cry and the Netflix show, and the new season is also coming out. So I'm just, like, curious how that'll go. And now, speaking of which, it's like, yeah, it's like, this is where that guy was from? I forgot, like... You know, where the Plasma Demon was from. I couldn't remember. It's like, oh yeah, he was an enemy in this first game. But anyways, sorry, again, I'm going all over the place. And I think the reason we're glowing is because we picked up that, like, glowing, like, bit from earlier. Okay, can you not? Ah. There we go. That's what I was trying to do, and I kept messing up the button combination. Okay. But anyways, so, you know, it's like watching the Devil May Cry anime, and it made me want to, like, come back to, you know, the games. And so it's like, so I got them, like, all re-downloaded and everything, you know, picked up Devil May Cry 5 for, the PlayStation, because I originally had it on, well, I didn't even have it on Xbox. I got it on, or I played it on Game Pass. Because that's how the first Devil May Cry game I played on my channel, I had played all the other ones before, hold on. Oop. I played all the other ones before, but, like, and then did that Devil May Cry 1 review, which I've, again, disavowed a long time before now. I think it was disavowed before I even played Devil May Cry 1, or Devil May Cry 5, sorry. You know, it's like, I gotta play more games in the series, because, you know, again, I'm all scattered. I'm trying to, like, think, it's like, what's the best way to present information here? There's a strong surge of evil coming from the puddle of water. There's a voice in my head saying something. One who knocks on the gate to the underworld shall borrow the strength from the blue stone. I was gonna say, now one of my least favorite things about this game, though, Yeah, the nightmare boss fight. I hate this thing. I hate this thing so much. Shoot, he's in liquids. Dang it. Yeah, I hate this boss so much. Like, every time I play it, it's just like, this thing drives me nuts. Even though I know there's, like, tricks into how you're supposed to fight them, and, like, weird nuances, because it's, like, really a puzzle boss. Because it's, like, you're supposed to, like, attack it and do certain things with them in order to, like, get his core to pop out. But his core has different colors that have different aspects and elements if you're not careful. It's like, I know there are nuances to how you fight him, but it's just like, Shoot. Yeah, and he's got, like, disco ball. There we go. And we gotta fight him like 3 times, and I hate it every single time. There's a strong surge of evil coming from. There's a voice in my... Oh. Alright, now I think we go this way after we beat him. Anyways. Sorry again, I'm all scattered trying to, like, talk about Devil May Cry and, like, my, you know, thoughts and feelings about the series. Damn it. It is also, like, raining super hard now. I was gonna say, please teleport me to the other side of the bridge. There we go. And look at those bad boys. Those things have now boosted up, and now they're really valuable. And I know you're supposed to save them for, like, other missions, because then you can pick them up to, like, get the gold orb requirements for other missions. It's reacting... Gold orb, red orb. It's reacting to the growing evil surge of the darkness. Shall I use the Staff of Hermes? Now we can teleport all over the place. Let's go this way. Okay, mission clear. B, probably because we took so much damage. Well, and then me messing around. Yeah, again, like, my thoughts... Let's see, 16, we got... Let's try to do one more mission real quick. We're at time. Part of Memento. Slash away from the slash away at the dragon and enter the court with the Quicksilver. But now we can get Meteor level 2, and we can get... Oh no, we don't have enough for the kick, but, you know, that's fine. Yeah, again, sorry, like, my thoughts are disjointed. I'm trying to explain myself about, like, my history with Devil May Cry, and I'm all over the place. Because, yeah, I played Devil May Cry 5 on my channel, like, let's see. Not when it came out, no. It was a while after, like, when the Special Edition came out originally, so, like, a few updates when it was on Game Pass. You know, and it's like, it was fine. It's just sort of like, oh, this is like Devil May Cry 4, but not Devil May Cry 4, which I think Devil May Cry 4 is one of my favorites. So just, like, I don't know. Like, there were certain story aspects that just, like, did not do it for me. And just, like, I got, like, maybe needlessly annoyed and, like, you know, uptight about certain aspects. But, again, being more open-minded and being, you know, in theory more mature, like, opening up to just so, like, different interpretation. I don't know. Now me trying to explain is making me sound pompous. But, you know, it's like, for many reasons, I've been too hard on the, and, like, mainly too, like, needlessly negative about the Devil May Cry series. So I'm trying to come back and correct that. Like, it does have its issues, or things that just sort of, like, you know, I get really annoyed by, but it's also like a Capcom issue, if we're being fair. Like, you know, continuity is so strange in this series, because, like, technically this first game is, like, no, I guess I say third in continuity. No, it's the second, but then the second game is last in the continuity, well, at least until 5 happened, but both of them don't really, like, address certain things that happened. Again, the game is, or like, Capcom games are weird. It's like in how Resident Evil, you know, it has like an explanation for everything, and yet it just makes the, you know, timeline and events more confusing. Think I know where we're at? Yeah, actually, what's really cool about this is, like, this is a cool little puzzle where you can hit fireballs back at this thing. I can't remember where they tell you this, but it made me realize when you're fighting Phantom is that you can also knock back his fireballs. So, you know, it's cool stuff like that, where it's like the game teaches you, like, new techniques and aspects as you play. Oh, it's like, I'm trying to twist it. No, I gotta make circles. That's more like it. Sorry, here's the thing where it's, there's something written. The confronter of the path, Pluto's dragon. Prove your bravery with your sword, and the dragon will fall in its own flame. Yeah, you know, it's like puzzles like that, where it's just like learning how to use your offense for, like, you know, puzzle solving, which is really cool, and how they do it is pretty neat. Oh, wait. I'm trying to... Trying to see, is there anything around here? Okay, I don't know. That felt like if we went back, we'd find like an item or something. Whoops. Oh, hold on. Just a second, dog. Oh, come on. I was thinking maybe... Yeah, I'm losing a lot of time on this because I'm trying to, like, come on. Oh, come on. Okay. Now the dog wants to go out, even though it's raining like crazy. Don't fall off. Okay, there we go. Very simple. I'm just overdoing it. Quicksilver, a crystal ball filled with mercury. The mercury has lunar powers that will open sealed doors. Jeez, it is really coming down. I don't know if that's coming up on my mic, if I shut up for a second. Yeah, it's coming up on my mic, at least it should be. That's how loud it's raining. But anyways. But yeah, I played Devil May Cry 5 on my channel, was a real sourpuss about it, and then like, let's see, well, it's like almost 5 years ago, no, just after 4 years ago now, I made, no, let's see, when did I do, either way, like 4 or 5 years ago, I did a Devil May Cry 1 Let's Play on my channel. It's like, let's replay this. The door won't open, there's a round hole in the center. Show the gem with the moonlight. Shall I use the Quicksilver? Hell yeah. And I just had like a bad run with it, like, I don't know why I even, like, you know, put that Let's Play up. I was just so down on the game. I was so frustrated. I was not taking my time. It was just a bad playthrough. So I wanted to redeem myself with another one, even though I'm still doing bad at it. I'm having more fun. I'm enjoying myself here.
I like that. But it's a shame you serve Mundus.
The dramatics are probably being interrupted with how loud this rain is. Weird, he kind of looks like us. I mean, if you were playing this in chronology, this would probably blow your mind. Whoops. Ah, damn. I got trounced. I mean, we got plenty of yellow orbs. I don't want to restart the level. I'm good. I was gonna say, does that refill our... No, it does not refill our devil trigger, but... Oh, come on. Oh, God. Oh! Jesus! This is pretty embarrassing. Maybe I will restart the level. Okay, we're back at it. Let's try this again. Switch to Ifrit, just because I like it more. Oops. Shoot, 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 shoot! Ah, god damn it! Okay. Sorry, just like, he hit so much harder all of a sudden. He was not doing that much damage before. Jesus. Okay, not gonna get hung up on it. Oh, I didn't switch my... Can we switch weapons mid? No, we can't switch weapons mid Devil Trigger. Okay, you know what? I was gonna say, I'm gonna make a declaration. I'm not gonna use any items. Screw it. Okay, not that it helped. Yeah, I don't want to restart the level again, so... Okay, we got plenty of yellow orbs, though. This is why I was saving them up. Mainly for Nightmare Part 3, but, you know... Oh, wait, I used up a holy water even though I reset? Oh, come on. God damn it. Okay, now I'm definitely gonna have to restart the level now. Ah, frickin' Christ. Back again. Let's try not to get trounced. Hold on. No, not the needle gun. Not this. What am I doing? Grenade. I don't know if it'll help, but there's a thing. I tried getting like another like health blip, but it's like as if that's gonna help right now. Oh, are you serious? God damn it. I go, it's like, okay, I got backed up, but I can use a holy water. Oh, my God, really? Really? Okay, okay. This is why speedrunners just dump holy water into him. Scorpy, damn. Ah, come on. I was gonna say, is he doing something? Whoops, 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 whoops. Okay. No, not Devil Star. Hell with it. There we go. I was gonna say, like, I'm doing pretty good. Maybe I can get through this playthrough without using any item. No. Maybe if I had, like, one more thing of Devil Trigger. And that's what will eventually lead him to the events of, I don't know, the 5th game. Because, again, continuity in this series is weird. But... a matching pendant. But how? And why is it the wrong color?
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Trish, Virgil has been defeated. You know what you must do. Now go.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, with all the items, we definitely got a bad rank, but it's fine. Okay, so yeah, you know, everything's getting rocked. You got... where am I? Yeah, sorry. Everything's getting rocked. It turns out, like, you know, this Nello Angelo, Spirit of Stone elixir. Throw the Philosopher's Egg into the fire and transform it to the Spirit Stone. Well, I spent the money to, like, get a blue orb that now I don't need. I should really save up and get that last Devil Trigger, purple orb. Anyways, so yeah, it turns out Nello Angelo, perfect amulet, the combined form of Dante's pendant and the Dark Knight's pendant. It allows entry into the underworld. And that's not all it does. Sparta. It's the true form of the Force Edge, the sword wielded by the legendary Dark Knight, Sparta. And one of the worst weapons... I don't know. I was going to say, in the series... No, that's not fair. But nobody cares about using Sparta in this first game, because the biggest problem is, it takes away your Devil Trigger. So, you know, as cool as that is... And I'm pretty sure it's like, you know, we don't even have a moveset with it. It is just our... I was going to check something real quick, but it's fine. Anyways, so yeah, lots happening. Because, yeah, it turns out that Nello Angelo guy was Virgil, Dante's brother, who he thought was dead. Yeah, right? Did he think he was dead in this time, at this moment? I forget. Because, again, the continuity is weird. But, you know, thought was dead, and now the girl that looks like his mom apparently is working for Mundus. So, you know, he's going to have a great time in the final act here. There we go. So, sorry, I'm trying to think what else was there to say. Sorry, again, I'm going off on so many tangents, because, like, I'm trying to, like, explain my history with the series, and I'm, like, doing such a bad job of it. I was gonna say, sure. It's one. There's like a fast way to kill them, and I've already messed it up. There we go. See, I'm going around in circles in so many spots, I'm trying to even think of what I was talking about. Because I was just saying, like, the continuity is weird, because, like, you know, because I was talking about Dante and, like, his sense of honor, because it's just sort of like, I am going backwards, aren't I? This is backwards, for sure. Shoot. Because, you know, he feels bad for, like, the creatures under Mundus' control, because they're, you know, clearly mistreated. Right, it was by the big... There we go. I gotta remember I can do that. But, you know, and, you know, in this game he talks about just, like, everything I heard about my father, and, like, you know, it's, like, doesn't know him, but in other games they imply, like, he was around for some of his childhood, or his and Virgil's childhood, and in some games just sort of, like, you know, it's, the continuity is just weird. It's, like, they don't, it's hard to tell, like, what's what sometimes, because it's just so scattered, kind of like in Resident Evil. Philosopher's Egg, a material used in alchemy. I'm trying to remember, where the hell do we go? Whoops. Shoot. Not what I was trying to do. Oop, sorry, trying to remember where I'm supposed to go with this. Because, oh, that's right, we have to take the water up. Jeez. Oh! Okay, here we go. Oh no, this is where Nightmare is again. Okay. Will it not let us change? What? Okay. Okay, it won't let us change. Okay, there's something engraved. Those who seek the truth shall put the egg in the basket, and shall warm it slowly with care. It will become a blue stone, and the land marks to the rough roads. Shall use the Philosopher's Egg. It may take some time for it to transform. And now we got Nightmare 2. Gross. Jeez. Damn it. Now I got a cat attacking my... Oh, come on. Ah, jeez. Sorry, right at the end here, the boss fights are getting so tough. Between Nello Angelo and then that, or like Nightmare Round 2, transformation is complete. Okay, sorry, I was gonna say, it's weird that we can't even use a strange voice from the transformed stone is echoing inside my head. I am the first key to opening the gate of the underworld. The second key resides in the mirror dimension. Elixir. It's the metamorphic form of the Philosopher's Egg. You can unseal the spell of the mirror. Hey, cat, come on. Knock it off and get down. Sorry, I got Kitten attacking my cables and, like, jumping on everything. Attacking the screen while I'm trying to do something. You can sit. See, yeah. This is how I play normally. Suppose I was really slow on that one, but, you know, we're getting somewhere. Enter the corrupted world. Open the gate to the underworld. No, save up. We'll try and save up. I should be able to get the orbs I need to get the last Devil Trigger orb before we get to the final boss. Just because that would certainly help. But yeah, that's weird. With when we're using Sparta, we can't, like, swap between weapons. Because, yeah, like, Sparta, I don't know, doesn't it... I've never really messed with it. Like, it's a really cool weapon in other games, just not this one. Because, like, it takes away your Devil Trigger. Wait, we just... Nope. I was like, did we just come from here? The elixir is responding strongly to the other painting. The mirror is responding to the elixir, and its reflection is growing eerie. was gonna joke. End of chapter. Right, Philosopher's Stone. It is the key to unlocking the gate of the underworld. I was gonna say, it's like, right, this is where a certain enemy type is introduced. What are these things called again? Nobodies, I think? And these things are tough and annoying. Mm. Yeah, like, Sparta isn't too, like, special. It is just, like, the Force Edge, which is just worse Alistair, and Sparta is just, like, you know, a worse Force Edge with, yes, maybe some additional range that doesn't really matter. They explode. Which is, yeah, these guys lose body parts and explode. Okay. So, yeah, there is no reason to use Sparta. It is just not useful in this game. Like, I don't know. Is there any tech? Is there any special, like, things to it? If you use it well enough, does it, like, change, like, I don't know. It's just one of those weapons, just sort of like, yeah, I don't know anybody who, likes the Sparta weapon in this game. Ah, damn it. How many blue orbs? That's fine. I was just thinking, I see that blue shard, like, right there. It's like, we could get that. Maybe we fly over. Maybe that's how you're supposed to get it. Maybe we can just air hike. Whatever. We don't need it. I say that's sealed, so just go back to the other side of the mirror. And, you know, it is cool, like, as you're, like, you know, it's a tight area, but as you're backtracking, it does, like, shift and change. The familiar becomes unfamiliar and, like, disjointed. I was gonna say, I'm trying to remember. Don't we take... No, we bring this back to the... Damn it. Every time. Because I'm trying to remember. We bring this all to, like, that puddle, right? The surge of evil is reacting to the power of the elixir. It's starting to activate. I remember that. The evil darkness is whirling with its mouth open. It must be the gates of the underworld. Exciting. I need the key, the Philosopher's Stone. Oh, yep, jam right in there. The evil's darkness is whirling with its mouth open. Oh. Shall I use the Philosopher's Stone? Cram that baby in. The D12, the sign of the devil. I don't know. Mission clear. Now, it should be this next one we're going to have a problem with. B. I really hope we'll get what we need. It's like we need better part of, like, 3,000 more orbs to do what I want, but I guess we'll see. Showdown with Nightmare. Yeah, I hate Nightmare so much in this game. But yeah, now we're into, like, the gross, like, you know, intestines of the underworld. There we go. Socked him good. Oh, it's right away? I thought right, it's the next level, right before the boss fight. Okay.
Dante, help me.
Where the hell have you been? Where do you get off or go off to? Yeah, we're definitely not getting the orbs I want to get that last Devil Trigger thing, but it's fine. We're doing fine. That's more Devil Trigger than I usually end the game with, honestly.
Trish, stay back.
Damn. We're gonna need another. I am stuck. Damn it. I was gonna say, wow, that was going really well. Right, second phase. What the hell? I mean, that's redundant since we're here, but come on, man.
You fool! You're so easy.
Trish, you?
Humans. What sweets. You should know better than to trust a stranger. Your presence has become a hindrance to my master's bloody scheme. Now die!
Yeah, now we gotta deal with that. Come on, we almost got him. One more good volley. There we go, good. Sorry, it's also like he's going disco ball mode right at the end there, so he's just like shooting off while he's in a puddle. So it's like, end it quick, end it quick, end it quick. Ah, man. Again, that's usually what trips me up the most, is that especially that nightmare, but especially that third one, always takes me forever. So the fact that I got it through it that quick is pretty good. You're welcome, traitor.
Dante! Dante, why did you save my life?
Do I need a reason to help people?
Because you look like my mother. Now get out of my sight. The next time we meet, it won't be like this.
Dante!
Don't come any closer, you devil!
Pot calling the kettle
You may look
black.
like my mother, but you're nowhere close to her. You have no soul. You have the face, but you'll never have her fire.
Yeah, and that's another thing, like, I've really come around on, because in my original review, I made some really tasteless jokes about, like, Dante having an Oedipus complex, and it's just like, yeah, that's not cool in high, because there's, like, this weird, like, well, you know, Trish is, like, one of, like, two major, like, Dante, like, do you want to even call them romances? Because their relationship is really so sexless that you can't even really say that. Pulsate the heart and open the last gate. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we're not going to get enough for that last purple ore. We need 1,500 more. Okay. Oh, well. We'll keep moving. But, you know, it's like, that was pretty gross on my part. And it's like, that's not really what his point is. Because, again, the relationship doesn't even seem romantic even in, you know, other things. It's just sort of like, you know, just like, you remind me of someone I used to care about, and I'd hate to see them die before my eyes again. But don't mistake this, like, you know, kindness for mercy. This door won't open. However, it appears as though it's connected with the giant hearts in the center of the room. I was gonna say, is this on a timer? Oops. No. Okay. You know, it certainly feels like... Ooh. Thing of holy water. I was doing so well. We only used holy water on Nello Angelo 3. But, you know, it really feels like we're inside, like, a giant, like, heart, which is funny, because Devil May Cry 3 will have a section when we're inside of a creature. Oh, this is perfect. Hands off. Hands off the goods. You want it, you pay for it like everybody else. And by that, I mean Demon never mind. But so, yeah, just, like, again, a lot of things, like, in my first review. Because, like, yeah, the characters are pretty boring. But, you know, Dante has a sense of honor. He's got, like, you know, a good heart. He's, you know, people like to complain in, like, Devil May Cry 2, where it's just, like, he's too aloof and not fun, and he's got to, like, you know, mess around with, like, a two-sided coin. And I go, like, but Dante is kind of that jerk who doesn't want to admit he actually, like, cares and wants to genuinely help people. So he's got to make, like, a cool excuse to, like, make it look like he's playing hard to get when he's not. What the? Oh. I thought there was an enemy coming out of the wall, but it was just, like, texture thing. Whoop. But anyways, so yeah, again, just, like, tasteless jokes on my part, and it's just, like, again, it's, like, just jokes, and I don't really think that's how the character is supposed to act, but it's also just, like, yeah, that still isn't cool. So that's, like, one of the big reasons I disowned that video, just, like, me, like, being, you know, not, you know, appreciating the atmosphere, but not really the character nuances that there actually are. And, you know, and some of that is, like, appreciating the nuances that kind of come together from other aspects of the series. Like, each game informs the rest, and so there are, like, different things you can take away from the series and the character interactions. But, you know, it is working backwards. This is Dante's first game, so even outside of those, like, other games, like, there is still stuff to appreciate about his character. Like, again, I used to just think he's just like, yeah, like, people think this guy is cool, as if he's, like, doesn't have cool, badass white hair, and, you know, like, an awesome jacket and everything. It's just, like, you know, being a contrarian, like, you know, well, like, a hardcore contrarian when I first played the series, and even now, there's just sort of, like, but, you know, and, well, actually, I go, it's kind of funny, I'm gonna make this comparison, but just, like, but also Dante's kind of, like, cool in the same way that Travis Touchdown from No More Heroes is, where it's like the guy knows what's cool, and so he likes to play into his own tropes, when, like, you know, but, you know, he's self-aware about just sort of like, you know, the game is kind of self-aware that the guy is kind of a loser, even though he's got, like, cool things like a lightsaber and stuff like that. But that is also the point of the character. And there's even motifs between Dante, Virgil, and, you know, Travis. Well, you know, there is, like, you know, I messed up. There is, like, a motif comparison between, like, Travis and, or, you know, Dante. There's definitely inspiration there. Even though, like, you know, Travis has the spiky hair, unlike Dante, that's also kind of like a contrast. Oh. But anyways, so, you know, it's just like, yeah. Dante's a cool loner who just, like, can't let people back into his life. And so it's just sort of like, you know, he plays hard to get and, like, stoic. But when you can break him down or when he is vulnerable, it does show. Kind of like in this moment is just sort of like, you know, it's like, yeah, cool, I'm like a badass demon hunter, what are you gonna do to stop me? But, you know, sees how the minions of Mundus are being mistreated and still feels bad for them. And even with something like a Trish, damn it, we are short. Damn! We are just shy of legendary battle. Don't even need a description. That just sums it up. Yeah, we are just shy of the last freaking purple orb. Oh, well. Should I buy blue orbs instead? Not that we need it. I was gonna say, even the music is just like, who's ready for a wedding?
Again, I must face a Sparta. Strange fate, isn't it?
Strange and ironic that it will end the same way.
Irony has favored you this time. Look, there.
Trish!
Her arms aren't even in those locks.
She dies.
You!
Dante!
I just got this dry cleaned.
So sad that humans will always be humans. No more. Has the Spartan blood been spoiled over the ages? Now, die.
Trish! Trish! No!
Useless scum. Failure is one thing, but taking an odd behavior like that. What is the matter? It is time to end your pitiful life.
He's starting to believe.
How much longer are you going to keep zapping? Come out and show yourself, Mundus!
He's angry. Let's put it to the test. I was gonna say, now I'm realizing the irony of just sort of like this, you know, alternate demon lord, rival of Mundus, and he actually has an angelic theme to him.
Deep in them, I see the same light as in Sparta's eyes.
Why my mother?
That useless being? If you need a mother, I can create it. As many as you want. Just like I created Trish.
Silence!
I was gonna say, this is the same team, Team Little Devils, that eventually did Bayonetta, and you can definitely see the Jubileus and angelic, entities in this. Full Sparta mode looks very like chitinous, if you will. All right, ready to rapid tap because. Now we're just doing, like, Panzer Dragoon. Oh, God, that's right. The controls are inverted. Or, no, wait. No, they're not. Wait. No, yeah, they are. Jesus. Yeah, this is why also having, like, more Devil Trigger is good, because we build it up, and so we can use a special attack. Yeah, like, I'm trying to, like, operate with my left hand while, like, rapid tapping with my... Shoot! Yeah, and the more Devil Trigger we have, the more damage we do with that. Whoops. That's a reference to Kingdom Hearts 2 in the Jafar fight. Whoop. I was gonna say, can this maybe finish him off? He's gotta fly for quite a while. Nah, just shy. Whoop. God damn it. Sorry, whoop. That I figure we can start the mission over for. Whoop. Ah, jeez. Not taking damage, not getting hits. Being careful. Keep spamming. My wrist freaking hurts already. Yeah, with just like one, if we had like that last one, it'd be like more than half his health and... Oh, there we go. Go get him! There we go. That worked out much better. Ouch! It's cold up in space. I need to warm my feetsies up. Whoops. Jeez, that rain. Oh, no, shoot. Down, boy, down. There we go. Oh. Ah. Yeah, earthly, you know, weapons are not working on him. Shoot. God damn it. I missed it and landed in the freaking lava. I remember him being easier. I don't know why. It's just like, I remember just like completely just like, you know, scuffing him and then that was it. Like, there was no universe in which he was tough. So it's like, why am I having a hard time with this? God damn it. Oh, come on. Whoops. Shoot. Oh, damn it. Damn it! Yes, I restarted the mission again, because screw you. You know what? I got... Oh! There we go. That worked out just fine. I go, damn, the holy water did nothing. Oh, sweet. It actually hit his other things, which regenerated my devil trigger. Boom! I'll take it. Okay, sorry. And like something I've always thought about that boss fight is like, this looks familiar. Oh, it's kind of like an inverse. And this is a joke I made. It's one of the few things I actually liked in. Well, hold on, we'll get there. So I was just so focused on the fight.
My mother risked her life for me, and now you too. I should have saved you. I should have been the one to fill your dark soul with light.
Sorry, I'm looking up something. Because, yeah, that's also, like, one of the most infamous things about this game is that, like, particular delivery. Oh. Because, you know, it's not good, but you know what? Benefit of the doubt. I see what he's going for.
Now I'm giving it to you.
Oh, that's hilarious. Really? Sorry, I'm looking up stuff now.
My father's also here now. Rest in peace.
Mission clear. A rank. It probably would have been an S rank or better if we didn't need the everything else. And I decided to buy, not that like it matters, but I bought a health or blue orb. But anyways, no, sorry, I was looking up. It's like, yeah, everyone knows that infamous like delivery, you know, fill your dark soul with light. It's such a meme. But it's like, it's not like I don't understand like what he like, you know, the delivery is awkward, but I get the sentiment that Dante is going for. You know, is just sort of like, you know, a puppet of Mundus who could have, like, been given a better chance, and maybe she deserved a second chance, but, you know, and maybe he could have been the one to provide it, but, you know, just the awkward, delivery. But to be fair to Dante's first voice actor, Drew Coombs, as I'm looking up on Behind the Voice Actors, who, voiced Dante in a couple of things, in just, like, a couple of iterations in, like, Beautiful Joe. But I'm looking up everyone else. Sarah LaFleur, who was the voice of Trish, and I guess also Sailor Uranus in some of the, or you know, in some of the original Sailor Moon dubs, and it's like, that's cool. And then Tony Daniels as Mundus, and I just saw like, oh, he voiced Nemo the cat in Arthur. And I go, that's funny. But he's been in a bunch of stuff. Transformers. Let's see. I'm looking down. Oh. I'm just looking. He's like in a bunch of just... Ooh, X-Men. Oh, that's a video game. Yeah, he makes sense as Wolverine in a couple of games. Oh, he was in Onimusha. Of course he was in Onimusha. Total sense. Total translation. Okay, sorry, I just thought it was funny that, like, the voice of Mundus was, like, voiced one of the cats in Arthur. Okay. But with that, we're almost done with the game. Mother's Guide. Escape Malay Island before it collapses. I mean, might as well. I think I'm one blue. I think there's like, that's the last blue orb and that's the last purple orb, but you know, we can get out of here. But no, like, the battle with Mundus is just sort of like, it's fine. Like, the Pandra Dragoon thing, or shoot 'em up thing, is just like, okay, I guess, whatever. Not that interesting, but okay. It's something we're doing now. Because, like, how I thought about that boss fight is like, oh, it's kind of like the inverse of the final boss in Sonic Heroes, starting with Metal, Metal Madness, and then going to Metal Overlord, and we're just doing the inverse of that boss fight, which is like, that's kind of funny. Oh. Not that we need to wait for their orbs to come out, but, you know, might as well grab what we can. But so, yeah, like, that's one of the few things I actually liked about my, Is that an untouchable? I completely missed it. It wasn't untouchable. Was that always there, or did that just show up now? Anyways. But, you know, that was one of the few things I, like, actually liked about my, initial review, was, like, making a joke about that. And, you know, kind of editing what I made of the final boss music of Sonic Heroes. And it's like, that's kind of cool. That was fun. But anyways. So, yeah, and just, like, it's like, why did that Mundus fight take so much? It's like, oh, yeah, that's right. I always just used an untouchable and just trounced him. I forgot about that. Escape my island before it collapses. Okay, we're still going. Kinda don't know where to go, so we're just going. Ah, what the hell? Can you not? I'd appreciate if you just don't. Oh, we got to. Okay. Fine, you convinced me. You can die. Twist my arm, why don't you? Might as well give me those orbs if you spent my time. But yeah, I suppose we're kidding up on wrap-up stuff, so hold on. It's like, I got stuff to say about Mundus and Trish and everything, but it's like, yeah, we're almost there. Sorry, this is such a scatterbrained Let's Play. I meant to be, like, very articulate, very respondent, and, like, you know, crafting my feelings neat and tidy, and I'm not doing that just because there's so much going on. I'm getting distracted, I'm getting flustered. This isn't the exit. There are some scenes that are really stroby. I don't have a problem with that, it's just something I notice.
The gate has been opened. Dante, you are not getting away. This is where you will die.
I'm not going anywhere. Besides, there's no place to go. Look around. This will be your burial ground as well.
Yeah, as we got, like, Mundus, where, you know, again, very fitting with, like, Bayonetta. I'm just sort of like, okay, his sheen of, like, divinity and godliness is being shorn away, and he's just, like, this giant blob of eyes and goo, like, just this horrible eldritch entity underneath it all.
Mother.
Dante, use my power.
I'm still alive, and with no explanation. Dante, use Thunderbolt! Feed your power and Trish's power into your guns, Ebony and Ivory, when using your double trigger and blasting a big shot into Mundus. Oh.
It looks like we have a winner.
Jackpot.
We only had to build it up a little bit. My goofy eyes!
Goodbye. And when you do come back, give my regards to my son, will ya?
Okay, I see what he's going for there. I go, wait, what? Oh. Also, that Mundus never comes back. Is he even alluded to or even referenced in the series again? I don't remember.
Dante,
Were you always this short?
Trish, devils never cry. These tears are a gift only humans have.
we're too late.
I was gonna say, this music kind of sounds like the Twilight Town theme from Kingdom Hearts 2. Just like, that's kind of what it reminds me of.
It's never too late.
Oh, thank God, a way out of here. I was completely out of ideas.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Do you know how to fly this thing? Sure, let's just say that I do.
Let's rock.
Now I'm trying to remember, what was it? Because I don't remember in the speedrunning video, but they talked about, like, there's a weird thing where, like, I can't remember, if you, like, hold the trigger... Oop. I can't remember. It's like if you hold, like, what was it, R3 in, if you hold the right stick in, you move slightly faster than normal. Not much to do there. It's just sort of like, okay, our daring escape. Whee! I am so keeping this! I was gonna say, like, a lot of Sonic references making, but it's like, actually, this is kind of like our tornado.
The sky, so clear, so blue.
The sky is fair. It'll always be above everyone's head, no different.
Like the sky. I feel like my heart is becoming clear.
Let's not forget, though, the Underworld's evil is still alive. They will someday return.
There's no need to worry, right? Because the world has the legendary Dark Knight Dante and his sidekick.
You're right. Me and Lady make a good team. Who? Wait a second.
Devil never cry. Yes.
That is such a dumb name change. I'm sorry. That is one of those things that's just like, why?
We'll be right there. This one has the password. Sounds heavy.
Okay, let's get it over with in 10 minutes. Can't let a single one of those suckers live.
5 minutes.
More than enough.
There we go. Team Little Devils are... And we got the credits. So yeah, Devil May Cry. I was gonna say, the Devils Never Cry thing is just like, that's a dumb name change. It doesn't roll off the tongue as well. It's got like a weird connotation where it's just sort of like, you know, given where the name of the shop came from in continuity, it's just sort of like, yeah, that's weird. And then in the later games, continuity after this, it changed back, and it's just like, what a weird... But then again, this is only like the first experimental game in a series that I don't think even Capcom thought was going to be like the mega hit that it eventually became, let alone even like bigger than that, having people like speed running it and learning intricacies and hidden mechanics that, you know, I don't know if they intended for really, but just like a lot of cool stuff under the hood. But yeah, with that, that's Devil May Cry. Clear time. Oh, that's the 7 minutes for the entire game. Wait. I was gonna say, come on, how's that not an A rank? But okay. so I did okay in the beginning. Stylish combos. I don't think I get 8 stylishes across the total time. I think that's faster than I normally do. And, well, you know, that's also game time, which is weird in how it's tallied. Total retries. Where's that retry at? Oh, no, that's right. It was against, Nello, right? So, you know, honestly, better than usual. I go total time, 2 hours, which I think even on game clock time is faster than I normally do. Like, even considering I did a bunch of shenanigans, like, yeah, even considering I did shenanigans, like I found that grinding spot and, you know, grounded out red orbs for an hour, I still beat my normal times, because I'm pretty sure these are all my save files from my different playthroughs. I'm trying to remember, because I'm pretty sure this was my playthrough of my first run when I did my review back in 2017? No, let's see. No, 7 years ago for that. And then 4 or 5 years ago I'm pretty sure this was my save file for that playthrough. And even on this one, I mean, it's taking me a lot longer. I got like, what, 4 or 5 hours of footage. Maybe I got to edit down. Some of that's just from like recording and retrying missions and not pausing it and editing it up. I didn't intend to make this like a long play, but that's probably the best way to format this. It'll be disjointed and hectic, but I think that'll be the best way to keep everything organized. But, you know, there you go. So yeah, Devil May Cry, how is it? It's still pretty good. It like holds up, you know, pretty well. Like lots of cool, like if you're a fan of like original RE and total results, hold on. Because yeah, couple of S ranks. I mean, I think that's more S ranks than I normally get. Actually, I can load in my other, like, hold on. And so yeah, now we go into New Game Plus, which is just, you know, go into New Game Plus and then play through the game again on hard mode, and then like unlock another difficulty. And there's like 4 or 5 difficulties in this first game, if I'm trying to remember. Because yeah. Jesus, sorry. I got a piece of hair. I don't know where it came from. So it's the first game. Yeah, easy mode, which, you know, if you die in the first couple of levels, you get offered to do easy mode. It's like, okay, I can manage, though. Normal, enemies, damage to enemies 100. Hard, enemies deal 2 times more damage. Jesus. Dante Must Die, the hardest difficulty. Dante Must Die allows enemies to enter their own devil trigger state, grant them increased defense and damage. Okay, yeah. So it's like, there's actually like 3 difficulties in this game. I couldn't remember. But so yeah, you got, well, 4, but you know, you got 3 increased difficulties. So you got normal mode, then hard mode, and then Dante Must Die, which is like uber hard. And even on Devil May Cry, I've never taken the time to do hard mode because I just don't want to. But, hold on, if I load this in. Oh, I did play like the first mission of these, but you know, that's hardly a... Why is it a CB on... Okay, but like, I'm pretty sure this was my playthrough from my review that I've disowned. Why is that CB? Oh, wait, that's ranking... Okay, that's the ranking for this hard mode playthrough in that level. I was like, what the hell? Okay, I can imagine somebody's got a scorecard out there, like done in one shot or one sitting, done like a all S rank playthrough. That scorecard's probably insane. And then doing the secret missions to get everything. I kind of stopped caring about the secret missions. This Let's Play is so disjointed because I was trying so hard to, like, you know, be thorough, do stuff I didn't normally do. Because, yeah, I haven't completed any of the secret missions until this playthrough. And this is not, like, you know, this is only my 3rd playthrough I've done, like, on camera for one reason or another. Even, yeah, I only got Stinger and Air Raid. Yeah, I put more emphasis in Ifrit. Hold on, then this was my last Let's Play attempt. Still no... Oh, wait, no. 1 S rank. And I think that's just because... Let's see, Mission 7, that's the one where you just gotta run. I think it's the only S rank I've ever had. But yeah, it's like C's and B's is just how I average out. That's usually how it goes. Getting a little better each time. And then, yeah, with this most recent one... And actually, like, you know, gaming the system a little bit. I'm just sort of like, I'm gonna restart, replay the level now that I know what I'm doing. Go through, crash through it. Whoops. Just a second. And then, yeah, now this one, it's like, you know, and, you know, the better you play, the more you memorize, the faster you go, the stronger you grow, like, exponentially. So, you know, you get S ranks, you get loads more orbs to, like, upgrade faster, making it easier for you to fight and prepare for what's to come. So, you know, yeah, a lot more S rank. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8... I mean, let's see, like almost a third of the game I got S ranks on. That's not bad. But yeah, when I'm not being meticulous and, you know, only one of those I got like the special bonus on too. But when I'm not being meticulous, like, yeah, I'm a CB student, mostly Bs. But, you know, I think that's how it averages out, is just Bs. Actually, probably closer to A on this one. Yeah, probably closer to B. But anyways... But anyway, Devil May Cry still holds up pretty good. Like, I still like this one, as antiquated as it can be, as it is sometimes. Like, it's got so much cool stuff going for it. Just sort of like the Resident Evil, like, you know, the step up of Resident Evil, like, 1 gameplay, stepping away from survival horror, while not doing away with the horror aspects, but just changing it to, like... these really cool, like, combat aspects that are actually, like, very intricate and meticulous, and you can do, like, subtle things that can really change it up and grow stronger. And even though it's got, like, a very small inventory, it's pretty cool. You know, just, like, a great atmosphere and environment. Characters, hit and miss. Again, it's just sort of, like, I look at this game and I go, like, really? This is the Dante that blew everyone's mind and, like, everyone praises? And yes and no. Like... and this is also me coming at the series when I was like, you know, I did not play this when I was a teenager, or, well, not really, like, I was like, when did the first, well, you know, I didn't grow up with this game, so, like, I'm coming into it, so just sort of, like, I've just, like, heard the legends of the, you know, of the series, and I come into it kind of just, like, skeptical. It's like, all right, game, impress me, which is not, like, the way you should approach something. Hold on. When did the HD collection... 2012? No, yeah. So I was like actually like 15 when the HD collection came out. But you know, it's like I've always come at Devil May Cry, like even back then, kind of like antagonistically, where it's like, all right, game, impress me. Everyone like hypes you up and says you're cool. Now prove it. And I'm just like unimpressed by it, but like still enjoying the gameplay, but it's just like never really interested in like the, you know, in like actually thinking it's cool and stuff. But again, that's me being like harsh and kind of like looking at it wrong, trying to like go into a thing and going like, all right, you know, it's your job to impress me, and not like, you know, accepting it for what it was, or just like seeing the cool aspects of it and like enjoying myself and like, you know, you know, meeting the game halfway. Again, I can get into this more, but anyways, I'm kind of like run all over the place. I just want to do better by this series and kind of like appreciate it more. And in this case, I do. There's like a lot of cool hidden mechanics, and just me kind of like being self-conscious and like panicky by trying to like play impressive. So it's like, if I can play well, I can back up my own nonsense, even though I'm trying to come at this a lot more like maturely and respectfully than I have in the past. But there's still a lot of cool aspects to this. And then, you know, because, like, character-wise, we don't got much. Like, Dante, it's like, yeah, he's kind of boring, but also it's like, he's got a good sense of honor. I can see why he was, like, actually captured, like, the imaginations and, like, you know, hyped people up in just this first entry. I can, then there was the second one, but we'll get to that. But after that, it's like Trish is kind of boring and bland. She doesn't do much. If anything, she gets a little too saccharine and peppy at the end. It's just sort of like, God, you know, it's like you were all like cool, too cool for school, and now it's just sort of like you're so doe-eyed and just like, ugh. Trish just doesn't do anything for me. She never really, she doesn't do much in the series otherwise. But although I like playing as her in Devil May Cry 4 when she becomes a playable character. Oh, she's also a playable character in 2, but I never unlocked her in that.
Let's rock.
Sorry. But anyways, that's conversations for another time. And meanwhile, Mundus is just sort of like, he's just the imposing bad guy, whatever, nondescript, not that important. Just like, he's one of those ones just like, he's evil, and it's like, you have an antagonistic force. It's just like, yeah, sometimes being evil is all you need. He's just not, there's not much to him. I was going to, because I'll say it's like, yeah, like generic, all-imposing bad guy Mundus isn't that interesting. You know, billionaire bastard Mundus in the Devil May Cry remake is a actually like real villain, and so he's way better. But anyways. But no, there's a lot of cool stuff to this first Devil May Cry, coming back to it. And I know I'm like scrambling, just bumbling around. I meant to do this like super neatly and like be cool myself. No, that's just not how it was going to work out. But I appreciate coming back to this and like giving it another shot and giving it like hopefully a better playthrough than I originally did. And you know, I've got plans to even like, well, I had plans to like remake my original Devil May Cry review, but I've got other plans to maybe make a whole series retrospective, as if I don't have enough on my plate. And like replaying a bunch of these games, which can be really hard, can be short, but they can also be super difficult. And then like playing more of them, which I really want to do. I want to get back to 3 and remake. That's why I'm playing this to start, because it felt like weird to like jump around. And now I gotta play through 2, so that's gonna be an issue. But I'll try to get to that. Sorry. But I want to do like a Devil May Cry retrospective, but I've got enough on my plate already because I still got like another video I've been trying to work on that I want to get done 2 months ago, and that's on top of the video I want to do about Dragon Age Veilguard. So it's like, God, I'm so far behind on stuff I wanted to do. But, and you know, I keep distracting myself by playing action games like this, Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. You know, I'm distracting myself by doing too much, but it's like, this is where I finally have time to do stuff, so I'm going to do a new thing. So when I get back to work, I got things I can render while I'm gone, but you know, either way. But yeah, I'm all over the place. I meant to be like very articulate, very knowledgeable. I probably like didn't express my opinions as well as I wanted to throughout this playthrough. But, you know, in the end, we will wrap up here. And so I'll come back to Devil May Cry, play some more, and like approach it on its own terms and like not be such a spoil sport about it like I've been in the past. Because I do like this series. It's just like, as I said, I've really been unimpressed when Devil May Cry was being cool and annoyed when it was trying to be serious, because just sort of like, you haven't really earned, you know, or it's like, because like you never really earned the serious aspects because the storytelling isn't that good, and in a sense it's not, but it's also like not abysmal. There are certain aspects that are just sort of like, you know, coming back to it, like understanding like the symbology and the metaphors and the characterizations and giving it more credit than it's due. Or no, not that it's due, but like giving it more credit than I did in the past. Because again, I'm an RE fan now. I gotta be used to like a messed up continuity and just like weird characterization. It's just like, I like this, but this doesn't really like scan with what happened before. Moving on. So I hope I'm making sense. If anything, I know people are getting really sick of it, and it's not like this game doesn't hold up well enough, but it's just like, I don't know, Capcom's been on like an amazing tear with the Resident Evil remakes and how that's been inspiring the new work. Maybe this Devil May Cry should get the remake treatment? Just like the ground up, like, base main series, like recreations, kind of like RE2 and RE3 remake. I think there's great potential in that to really tighten things up and to make things look amazing. But let's see. But Kamiya isn't there anymore, so that's probably not going to happen. But Kamiya's doing like his own thing. Anyways, just a thought for the future. But anyways, with that, I think we're better off to just wrap up. I've rambled on long enough. I'm going to have to figure out how to, like, stitch this together. It's all disjointed, so I'm sorry for my bumbling, but I hope this was still, like, enjoyable, and I hope to expound further on my feelings about Devil May Cry as time goes on. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and all that. This is Timmara, signing off. And thank you for watching me play Devil May Cry.